says I'm live, folks. Am I actually live? Can you all hear me? I am using a new microphone today. Hopefully have it set up here, so give me some feedback here in the comments. Looks like we've got about 100 people in here. So hopefully when this thing actually gets going here, I can get some feedback if you can hear me. This is a experiment here on the microphone. So I got David Schaefer here saying hello. Outdoors and Gaming with Caden says, hey Justin. Loud and clear, okay. Thank you very much there, Gene. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Ruger. Thanks for letting me know. All right, I'm finally out here this morning, y'all. As you can see here, just panning around, it is foggy. Getting out here to this spot this morning was a challenge. I had to use my GPS to get out here. But went out yesterday evening, got some fresh bait there right before dark, so we were loaded up on skipjack. I've also got some bluegill and sunfish left over in my bucket from yesterday's trip. So let's get lines in here and see if we can catch us something today. I'm gonna turn the camera around here. Hopefully, you all will still be able to hear me with the camera turned around. I'm hoping that that is a problem that we have solved here with the new microphone. We shall see. Let's get us some bait cut up. I apologize for running a little late here this morning, y'all. It's just this dang fog made it a real challenge to get out here to this spot. I got a pretty good run from the launch to get out here, and not being able to see the shoreline makes it a little bit of a challenge. So we're gonna drop some baits down here 62 feet deep. We're gonna put some cut bait on the front rods and some live baits on the back, assuming my live baits are still actually alive and kicking. Down that rod goes. I'm curious to see how this microphone works out today, y'all. We'll either love it or hate it, but we'll know here in a couple hours how it worked out. I can tell you the extra cords is going to be a challenge for me not to rip this whole apparatus off my chest during a fish, but we'll adapt to it because I'm a pretty adaptable person. I hope you all out there today, wherever you're at and wherever you're watching from, I hope you're having a good morning. Thanks for making me part of your day here. I'm gonna hopefully put some better fish today on camera than what we did in yesterday's live stream. I was so frustrated yesterday with how the fishing turned on me so quickly. I had done so good before I went live, and then as soon as I went live, it's like the bite just shut down. Oh yeah, we still got some live baits swimming down around in there. I see them. We're gonna feed something out here this morning, y'all. All right. Well, he don't seem very, there he goes. Now he's getting a little lively. Run that hook right there through him. Yeah, he's lively. Get on down there, buddy. Get down there and do your job now. I want you to conjure us up some blues and some flatties today. Preferably some flatties. That's what I want to see. That's what the world wants to see. Y'all, again, 62 feet, so my baits are going to be down there 59, 60 feet deep. And hopefully this fog, while it was a challenge to get out here this morning, hopefully it will stay foggy, keep things cool out here today. Yeah, that's a sunfish there, so we're gonna go bluegill and sunfish to start with on our live baits. Little green sunfish. And we'll get this final bait set, and I'll get around here and start chatting with you, see what's going on in the world out there. I might have missed something important y'all can fill me in on. All right, last bait is down. I'm curious to see too, with my bait bucket here, how much noise is picking up on the camera with it, with this microphone. I had some complaints before with my phone, sounded like a tractor or something running, so we'll see how it goes with this. All right, y'all, now I'm back in business. We're finally set up here, got our baits out. Lord, somebody's done give me some money, ain't they? Let me scroll up here. Let me scroll up here and see what's happening. John Duck, 1999, he said, the first fish is mine. Well, John, you caught it, it's yours. John hit me up here, he hit me up with $20 before I even got going. All right, let's scroll down here, I seen another one. Where'd it go, where'd it go? Boy, I've got a lot of people. I got 217 people watching here, y'all, for this early in the morning. Here's Rex Hoover, $5. Thank you, Rex. He says, good luck this morning. A little foggy there. Boy, you got that right. I've got when I ordered this microphone, I got a light too. And I thought about hooking it up today because just with it being so foggy out here, I thought we might need a little extra light, but okay, Jared O here says he can't hear the bait bucket at all, but audio seems low. Okay. Well, some of y'all may have to turn up your volumes on your phone or TVs there, y'all. I'm sorry. We'll get this microphone dialed in. We'll see how it goes today. And I got some people saying it sounds really good, and some people, they can't hear me. So I don't know. We'll have to just see how it goes today, y'all, and I'll tinker with it some more. Again, this is day one of using this microphone. I always said I'd never do this kind of thing, but here we are. Life changes, people change, so. But anyway, guys, what I'm doing is I'm out here today on a main channel ledge. For those of you that tuned in yesterday, I'm in the exact same spot. I've hit this spot. This will be my third trip here on this spot in the last week. I have gotten multiple flatheads out here on each trip. Now, yesterday's live stream stunk, but prior to that, I'd got a over 40-inch flathead. And so I thought, you know, there's obviously a morning bite that's been happening at this spot. Let's just work it again this morning, and then there's another hole upriver from here. It's like 72 feet deep. I'm wanting to hit, probably going to hit it tomorrow, just on a regular video. But right here on this spot, I got cell phone service, and that's a big thing with going live. You don't want to buffer the whole time, and I don't know on upriver there how much of a cell phone signal I'm going to have. So I haven't fished that spot before, so I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, guys. Let's hope we catch some fish today. Let's get some comments here. Here's Bud Brutus in the house. He's here early today, 1999. Thank you, Bud. He says, good morning, Justin. I set my reminder and I'm here for the duration. Well, thank you, buddy. Glad to have you. I should have had you call me this morning, I guess, and get my butt up a little earlier. If I'd known it was going to be this foggy, I would have gotten out here earlier. It was foggy yesterday, but it's much more foggy today. Hey, Don Bell's in the house. What's going on, Don? There's Circle Hook Productions. My man Clint, he's up early there in Texas. Pontoon Jody's here. Here's Fishing with Big Mike, $5. He says, you sound perfect, no secondary sounds. Well, thank you. Thank you for the feedback there. Ryan D. Poyster. Sorry, Ryan, I don't know how to say your name. He says, you still running Must-Had Demons or switch back to Team Catfish? I'm still running the Must-Had Demons. I really like those hooks. Mike Leiter with $5. Good morning, Mike. Glad to have you here, buddy. Wayne Lott says, can you update us on Roscoe, please? Well, thank you for asking, Wayne. So Roscoe's had a rough go of it. He had his IV chemo on Thursday and had a really bad night Thursday and Friday. They really hurt him there at the office. They had to sedate him to put the IV in, and we were told it would be a mild sedative. When I picked him up Thursday evening, because they won't let you stay with him, you gotta drop him off and pick him up when they're done. He couldn't hardly stand up. I mean, he was drugged out of his gourd, and he was out most of the day on Friday. And they did this hyperthermia treatment on the tumor site itself, And I guess they just hurt him. I mean, he was in so much pain. I felt so bad for him. And then Saturday, he had a pretty good day. He perked up, he ate, he was playful. And then Sunday and is another bad day. And so went out yesterday. He was kind of a rough day, but he perked up for a little while. We went down to my parents and he, you know, just went out there, visited with them, but he's not doing good overall. This chemo supposedly takes about a week to start showing some results here. So just trying to hold out and see if he gets some results for that. But if not, we're going to have to be making some tough decisions here soon, unfortunately. I hate it for him, but we're kind of out of options at this point. So, but thank you for asking about him, though. I'm sorry. I wish I had better news. Nobody wants better news for him than me, believe me. Here is, I've seen another one. Dale Rister, 99 cents. Well, thank you, Dale. Thanks for stopping by the stream today. D Professor says, still dark in New Mexico. Sounds okay, no background noise. Well, thank you, D Professor. Yeah, it's still dark out there. I guess you a couple hours behind me. The sun should be coming up here now too. It's coming up later in the morning now as we get on into fall. But it should be coming up. It's just going to take a while to burn through this fog. Realville Catfishing says he can't stay, but good luck. Well, thank you, Realville. Dale Rister said all I had was $1. Hey man, that's plenty, buddy. You don't have to pay me a dime, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you just being here. Hooks and hammocks in the house. James Smith said, did you ever think to get a PayPal account so you can actually get more of the money instead of YouTube taking 30%? Yeah, James, I actually do have a PayPal account. It's linked down in the video description there. Thank you for asking about that. And it is much better for me as far as, you know, getting more money for sure. YouTube does take a big cut of this, but I can't access those emails while I'm live here on my phone. So when people sends that, I can't shout them out on the video like I can with a super chat. But thank you for asking. Looky here, folks. Riley Taylor is back again today with $50. Thank you, Riley. Riley shows up consistently, y'all, and always brings a $50 bill. But Riley says, good morning from West Texas. Let's get that skunk buster out early. Best wishes to you and old Roscoe. I was born and raised with boxers and I know what comes with them. Hope both of y'all do well. Well, thank you, Riley. I appreciate the well wishes for Roscoe there, and we're gonna try to get this skunk out soon. I hope I didn't make a mistake by coming back here to this spot again. It sure didn't do us right there later yesterday morning, but I've done well enough here my last 2 trips out to want to chance it again for live stream purposes. But thank you so much, Riley. Lord Almighty, we got 300 people watching here, y'all, at 7:45 in the morning. $105 in super chats already. Y'all are amazing. We got a lot of people saying good morning here. Good morning to everybody. Pontoon Jody wants to know if I'm drifting in the fog. I'm actually spot locked right now, Jody. I'm sitting on a top of a hole right above where an old creek channel dumped into the main channel here. Brandon George says, I have to ask, what's the contamination in the lakes and rivers you fish? Google Kingston coal ash spill. That'll tell you everything you want to know. BJ Hicks says, the mic sounds great. Well, thank you, man. Seems like I'm getting more positive than the negative feedback on the microphone, so hopefully it's going to pan out. I'm hoping the battery life lasts in this thing. We'll see. Ryan, the name I can't pronounce, says my fiance is waiting for another garden update video. Well, it'll be next spring. She's going to be waiting a while because I've mowed that garden down with the exception of my pepper plants. They're the only thing that's still producing. Leighton Howard says a lot of people need to hit the like button. Well, I agree. We're about 200 likes short on that like button there. Dan Hartley says he can't afford to make a donation, but a huge fan of the channel. Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate you watching, buddy. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they got to donate something. Boy, I'm way behind in the chat here already. Lord, these things are coming in fast today. Old man on the hill says, what's that fuzzy bug on your neck? That's a microphone, buddy. We're trying a new mic today. I'm hoping that this is going to improve the live stream quality, and because my camera mic does okay when I'm facing you, but when I turn it around to fight a fish, the audio sucks. And also too, every time I shove my camera down here in my life jacket, that picks up on the microphone too. So I'm hoping to eliminate some of that with this microphone. We got Vivi Saldana, $9.99. Thank you. Thank you, Vivi. Vivi, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. I hate to mispronounce people's names. We got Michael 55, Michael TH 55, $19.99. Thank you, Michael. Love me some Tennessee fishing. I rip lips on Norris Lake all summer, every summer myself. Well, hey, Michael, thank you. Thank you for the super chat donation there. And Norris, that's about an hour from me. Well, about an hour and 45 minutes from where I'm at today. But yeah, we're close here, East Tennessee. Here's Clark J7883, $5 super sticker. Well, thank you, Clark. That's awesome. It's got little hippos coming up there from the water. I hope we don't see nothing like that out here today. I'll wee all over myself if something like that comes up. John Duck 499 says he'll donate for Dan. Well, thank you, John. That's nice of you. John Duck here, he's claimed the first fish, John. I hope we get one. I hope we get one, buddy. We got baits in now, I guess about 10 minutes total, 10, 11 minutes total. Don't really see a whole lot going on the graph. We may end up moving around a little bit out here today, folks. I'm not planning on getting skunked out here. So we may have to do some moving. We may have to do some drifting today. Probably won't be drifting in this fog. We'll let the fog get burned off before we start moving, but we're gonna do whatever we got to do today to get some bites. Lord, look at Becca. My gosh, do you ever sleep? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning there. $111.11, y'all. Becca's in the house. She does all them ones because she says I'm number one. She's got fishies come to Justin. Fishies. There's no discussion. And y'all catfish, no matter the size, will put those sparkles in my eyes. Good morning, and let's get started. Come on, fishies, and good luck, Mr. Justin. Well, thank you so much, Becca. Glad to have you here. Becca's one of my moderators, y'all. Always a positive person to have in your chat box there. Thank you so much, Becca. Here's Gordon Douglas back for $10. Thank you, Gordon. He was here yesterday. He says, a little help for Roscoe Bills. He's still in our prayers. Sound is top quality. Can't stay the duration. Have to cut hay this morning. Good luck. Well, thank you, Gordon. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good day. Don't work too hard out there. Gonna be a hot day in a lot of places. I don't know where you at, Gordon, but don't get yourself dehydrating out there. Cowboy Catfishing's here. He says he's watching from the lake bank. Chad Wright says Becca's got mad rhyming skills. Boy, she does. She needs to be working for Hallmark. She needs to be writing them Hallmark cards. I had a little taparoo there. Well, a little dink gave it one tap. Mike Leiter says, what's the bait this morning? We got multiple baits out there, Mike. I've got skipjack head, skipjack midsection. I've got a live bluegill and a live green sunfish. We're offering up a variety out here this morning. We're gonna give them options. Yesterday morning before I went live, I had pretty much a mixed bag on the live and cut bait. They were both getting eaten pretty regularly. My biggest fish came on a piece of cut bait, but I got several fish on cut and live. So I still had some live bait left over, and I went out yesterday evening for a little while right before dark and just got a few more skipjack. Here's Bobby Hopkins in the house, $4.99. Thank you, Bobby. He said, would you ever fish Milford Lake in Kansas? We are known for big blues. I would love to get out there, Bobby, at some point in time. It's definitely on the to-do list. Kansas is a pretty good haul for me. I'm gonna have to clear my schedule for that one, but I would love to get out there. Thank you for that super chat. There's Dan thanking John. Yeah, it was very nice of John to do that. Huh? John's a good man. Jacob Griffin said he got to get to work. He'll be back. Yeah, don't get yourselves fired over watching me today, y'all. I don't want nobody losing their job out here today. Wisconsin Siren says, weren't you catching most of your cats on white bass the other day? Yeah, I was. White bass has been a really good bait for me lately. I haven't caught any. I didn't catch any yesterday though, just the skipjack. So. Derek Parker says, what bait you use on Santee? Any tips for Santee? Well, I've only been over there that one time, Derek, but I had my best success on the white perch over there, and the white perch are everywhere on Santee. I mean, they are all over the place. They're an easy bait to get there. Here is BENZ5. New Zealand. I got some New Zealand dollars here, y'all. That's awesome. New Zealand dollars from BE. He says, hi, Justin. I'm an old Alabama boy living in New Zealand. I love your vids as it gives me a taste of home. Best of luck from Bishop Edwards III. Man, listen, Bishop, first off, you've got an awesome name. Bishop Edwards III. It sounds like you're royalty. And the fact you living in New Zealand, that's pretty cool too. That's one of them places I'd just like to go. I don't know a thing about New Zealand, but it sounds like a cool place. That'd be interesting here to find out how Bishop ended up in New Zealand. He might just be running from the FBI or something, you know. He might be, the law might be after him here in the States. He's went over there for legal protection or something. I don't know. We might get an interesting story out of him. Michael Lift 55 says, white bass are my biggest enemy as a crappie fisherman. Yeah, I have a lot of crappie fishermen around here tell me they don't like the white bass. They tell me the same thing about the flatheads too around here. They don't like them either. Josh Wagner in the house says, good luck this morning. Thank you, Josh. Catfish Bill 66 in the house. There's Dawn, she's still here. She says she loves me, that I'm funny. I like Dawn. Look at here, Randall Gibson's over in Maryville. He's close. He's over there by the mountains. My buddy Eric Romines lives over there. He might be your neighbor. Moss J 1999 says he's late, but he's here. You ain't missed a daggone thing, Moss. I was a little late getting out here this morning too. David Schaefer wants me to catch a 50 plus. Boy, I hope I do. Ronnie Carrasco says, thanks for the shout out yesterday. Well, glad to do it for you there. Well, we got people from Texas, Oklahoma. Y'all getting up early today. Y'all at least 2 hours behind me. I got up about 5:30 this morning to get out here. It's a pretty good haul. From where I'm fishing at today, it's about 45 minutes from the house. And then once I launch the kayak, it's a pretty good haul to get out to here to get where I'm fishing at. Took a little bit longer today just because of the fog, but it's a good haul anyway. Billy Van, morning from Nashville. Ever fish over here? I've been over there some. I ain't been over there in a while though. Oh, Mark Bell's here. He says, I hate to change the subject, but how about them Vols, man? Hard times being a Vol fan right now, Mark. Hard times. Been like that for years, unfortunately. Here's Ruger back in the house. Ruger 7750, $10. He says, need a laugh this morning. Tell us again how you feel about pay lakes. Yeah, Ruger, I hate them old pay lakes. I hate the people that come down here and rape our waters to stock them. I hate the people that fish them. I hate the noodlers. I hate the pleasure boaters, the wakeboarders. I could go on it would take less time to tell you all the people I don't hate than the ones I do there, Ruger. Y'all, Ruger got a huge flathead this past weekend there on Nickjack. He sent me a picture of it there on Facebook. That thing was huge. Congrats again on that, Ruger. That was a heck of a fish. Oh, here's Bishop Edwards, y'all. He says, my story would blow your mind, but I stay in New Zealand for my kids, and I'm turning out to be a pretty good math teacher. Well, I mean, anybody that goes from Alabama to New Zealand has to be an impressive story. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for stopping by. I don't even, what time is it over there in New Zealand? I'd be curious to know what time it is. Here's John Duck, $4.99. John's loading me up this morning, y'all. He says, come on, people, let's do a record super chats today. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Well, thank you, John. I tell you, it's going to be hard to break that super chat record, man. It's Billy Hamilton yesterday, man. He hit me up with about $500. He said he sent me a message there on the Instagram. I didn't get it. So if he shows up today and I don't see his message, y'all let me know, because I want to get in touch with him. I don't know what went wrong there. I don't know if he sent it to the wrong person or if it's just because of my privacy settings on there. It just gets filtered out and I didn't see it or what. Music City Man says New Zealand is 15 hours ahead of Eastern. Wow. That's crazy. They're in a whole different day, ain't they? It's nighttime there. Bishop Barry says it's 12 a.m. Wow. It's midnight there, y'all. John Duck says Instagram has messages blocked for me. It may be something with my privacy settings. I had cut off my messaging features there on Facebook months ago, and I tried to do it on Instagram too, and I was still getting I still get messages sometimes on Instagram, but people were just blowing me up all hours of the night. You know, the phone was going off and stuff, or it'd be buzzing, and you know, it is stupid questions too. You know, like, what rods do you use? I mean, it's stuff you see in every video. Or they'd ask me a question that I've answered 5 million times. I get comments and stuff, messages, like, oh, I'm your biggest fan. I've watched every video. Why is the water contaminated there? It's like, well, I've answered that in 37 videos. So you've already started out the message by lying to me. So, but anyway, the messages just got overwhelming on social media. And then people would get mad at me if I didn't answer them in a timely manner. And I'm like, there's just no good coming from this. I'm just going to focus on the YouTube. And so anyway, I changed all my privacy settings and stuff, and I guess it's prevented old Billy from reaching out to me. So we're going to have to find a different way to communicate. Let me find some more. Lord, while I went on that little, here's a bunch more comments coming in. Yeah, John Duck said he's tried to send me a message too. I guess I need to post my email or something. I'll just, if I post that email, it's going to get blown up. Here's Billy Wilder. It says, good morning, Justin. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, everyone. Well, thanks for all the good mornings there. We got 401 people watching me here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Is that crazy or what? 400 people on a Tuesday morning out here. We're going to give it till probably 8:30, y'all, sitting on this spot. We're going to give it a little time, let some fish get active, maybe work up into this this section of the ledge here to work up this creek. If we don't get bit, we're going to move. We're not going to give it. We're not going to put as much time in this spot as what I did yesterday. I just wanted to come hit it again because I've done so well here on it recently. I seen another one pop up. Jeremy Bracy, 1999. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you stopping by. He didn't leave a comment. Dakota Hutchins says, tell people to PayPal you with a message. That way people aren't just blowing your phone up. Well, I hate to ask for people to give me money just to send me a message. Deanna Phillips says, what's it like being a celebrity? Good to see you live again. Well, I don't know if I'm much of a celebrity, Deanna, but it is getting to the point where I do get recognized. That's a bee that just flew above my head. I do get recognized quite often these days. I'll be driving down the road sometimes, pulling the kayak, you know, and people will recognize the kayak and start honking at me and stuff, and they're gonna cause a wreck one of these days. Every time I go out to the riverbank, I'll have somebody recognize me out there, and say hi or want a picture or something. It's pretty crazy. I'm having to get better at my people skills. I'm a pretty introverted person. I keep to myself, and I know that's hard to believe while I'm live in front of a live audience here on YouTube, but I'm very introverted. I'm not much of a, I'm more of a one-on-one type person than I am a group. So when I go out and people recognize me and stuff, it's always I'm getting better at it though. I'm getting better. Work in progress. Billy Van says I should do a month-long competition with other YouTubers, best 5 cats. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd get beat, man. All them guys are better fishermen than I am. If you don't believe me, just ask them. They'll tell you. Mud Tramp says she's feeling better. Her headaches have finally lightened. Some nosebleeds. Well, Becca, I didn't know something was going wrong with you, Becca. I'm sorry. I hate that you're going through that. John Duck says, do I have a P.O. box? I do, but again, I just use it for personal stuff. My P.O. box is small, and I don't go to the post office but about once a week, once every other week. So I have had packages get sent back to people because I didn't go to the post office in a timely manner. So I hate to have people send me stuff there. Uh-oh, Wild Outdoors is in trouble. Wild Outdoors done had a message deleted. That's strike one, Wild Outdoors. Bruta Dano wants to know how deep I am. Right now I'm 62 feet. So that's going to be changing if we don't start getting bit here soon. Douglas Fletcher says that was a drone, not a bait. Hey, you never know this day and time. Somebody's always watching. Matt K says audio's coming through clearly, but could use some more volume. Huh. Well, I've had some other people say that, Matt. I may have to adjust my settings here on the microphone. I've got it right here by my face, so it's supposed to be where I have it there to talk into it, but there may be these decibel settings here on the microphone I may have to adjust. I hate to adjust it right now because it may mute it or really mess it up for everybody, so I hate to do that, but I'll tinker with it some more after this live stream and see. This is a work in progress today on this new microphone. Let's see. Bishop Edwards says Peyton Manning is his favorite quarterback. Can't wait until the Vols get back to being competitive with Bama. Well, me too. Me too, Bishop. Curtis Large, 99 cents. Thank you, Curtis. Old Curtis didn't leave a comment there. Kevin Powdrill. Sorry, Kevin, I've butchered your name. $5. He says, been watching your videos since 2016. First time as a super chatter though. Good luck today. I love the bluegill fishing videos. That's what I do. Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that, man. Kevin's been with me a long time if he's been here since 2016. I had a lot more hair back then. I was better looking. Women liked me better back then. A different world back in 2016. Mari Tobias says, good morning. Any reason why you don't use a bead between your weight and swivel? I did for a while, but I just don't find it necessary. Just one extra step, one extra piece of gear. So I don't fool with it. Billy Wilder says he thinks my sound's way better. I don't think I should mess with it at all. See, I'm getting conflicting messages there. Everybody about my audio. I think it kind of depends on about what device you're watching on. Because I notice like when I watch YouTube videos, sometimes I'll start a video on my phone or something and the audio will sound one way, and then I'll get home and I'll finish watching somebody's video on my TV and it'll sound different. So I think a lot of it has to do with just what device you're watching on. I got another one here too. Jason Hoster, $5. Thank you, Jason. No comment. I appreciate the super chat. Thanks for supporting the channel. Painting War Games, $5. Thank you there. He says, seeing you live has me wanting to do the same when I go trout fishing at the end of the week. Love your videos. Well, I hope you do, and I hope you get a bunch of trout. Thank you for the super chat. Kelly Johnson says, have you ever used cricket for bluegill fishing? I have, but I'll tell you, I don't like them. First off, they get ripped off the hook very easy, and second off, I just hate crickets. I hate them. I hate fooling with them. I don't like the way they feel when they crawl around in your hand and stuff, but I just don't like crickets. Yeah, Billy's talking about my audio there. He says it sounds good. Dakota says it's quieter than usual on the cell phone, but on TV it's loud. Yeah, we're gonna have to play with it, y'all. Ken Beatty says, sound is great now. Work on your looks. Yeah, I can fix the audio better than I can fix these looks, that's for sure. Wormy's in the house. Palmetto Cat says it's looking froggy out there. Yes, it is. It's foggy and froggy out here. Bumblebee, no, I didn't have a chance to look at them Go Fish cameras yet. I was pretty busy yesterday afternoon with Roscoe, and then I had to go out and get bait yesterday evening. And of course, the girlfriend's got to tie up some of my time last night. We'll blame her. But it's on my to-do list. I've made a mental note. We're going to look into them cameras. Painting More Games says, thanks for reading his message. Well, thank you for the super chat. I miss a lot of people's comments on here just because they get to going and stuff, but them super chats, I try to make sure I get all of them. I have missed them before, but I try to be conscientious of it. We're at 8:15 here, y'all. I'm gonna give it about 15 more minutes. If we ain't getting bit, we're moving. Mike Hatch here, we got some information here, y'all. Mike Hatch says, always bet against the Detroit Lions in your football survival, guaranteed winner. You know, that's a good strategy there, Mike. I've done that. The Lions and the Jets, whoever's playing them, you've got a pretty good chance of coming out a winner. No, Gary, I ain't caught a daggone thing yet. We're getting ready to move. Chad Wright wishing Roscoe well. Thank you, Chad. Becca here, she's working hard today moderating for me. She done had to delete somebody there. 8 o'clock in the morning, we got people needing deleted. Dewey's Outdoor Adventures says, sorry I'm late. Dewey's over there in Australia, y'all. We got Australia and New Zealand in the house today. People watching all over the world, seeing me get skunked out here this morning. Philip Neely wants a weather report. I don't know, I ain't much of a Margie Ison weather lady. Philip Neely, he ain't from Knoxville. He don't know who Margie Ison is. Anybody under about 40 don't know who Margie Ison is, but she was a weather lady here back in Knoxville. Weather today is looking good. Foggy out here this morning, nice and cool. I think it's going to be 80s today, maybe some rain this evening. But looking good out here right now. It's a nice morning. We got another super chat here. Lisa Anderson, $2, says, good morning from Lebanon, Missouri. Well, good morning to you, Lisa. Thank you for the super chat. Jared O, $2. He physically wrote out no comment. That's awesome. That's funny. Jared O's got jokes, y'all. Bumblebee Junction says the Lions, Jets, Browns, Raiders, and a channel catfish walk into a bar. That's funny. Stephen Mosley, he's going to start uploading videos soon. Is John Duck still watching? John, we getting a little tap there, John. John's claimed the first fish this morning if we get one. I don't know how smart it was of him to claim a fish before I started catching them. I kind of want to go ahead and move. I'm not seeing the activity here. Yesterday morning, it was on pretty much as soon as I got baits in the water. Now we've had baits in 30, 35 minutes and just a couple small dink taps, so I'm not feeling it so much out here this morning. Problem with the fog is though, the hole I'd really kind of like to go hit. It's gonna be a little bit of a run to get to. And we're gonna have to use GPS because we ain't gonna be able to see a damn thing out here in this fog for probably at least another hour or more. So we may just make some minor adjustments here in location of where I'm at. See what's going on. I don't intend on getting skunked out here today. We're gonna try to make something happen. Let's see what's going on here in the chat box again. Casey, I'm gonna call you Casey O because I don't know how to say your name, Casey. He says, morning, Justin. My son Ryder and I are watching your live streams before school. Well, Ryder, I hope you have a good day at school, buddy. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something today. Bell Rider 101. Bell Rider. If you need your bail bonds, call Bell Rider 101. I've been watching you for some time now, and I would just like to say it'd be nice to see you go to ocean, do some ocean fishing. Well, I did last winter there, Bell Rider, caught a sailfish, and it was a fun trip. I went down to Florida for a few days. The wind knocked me out of getting offshore all but one day. But that one day we made it count and got a sailfish, #1 fish on my bucket list. It was awesome. Probably the best video I ever done in my opinion, but nobody watched. The views, it was one of my lowest viewed videos of the year. It was, it's one of them kicking the balls. It's like when you do YouTube, I spent probably somewhere between 4 and 6 hours putting that video together because I had all this footage from different cameras and stuff. And I was like, man, I've put all this time in, this is gonna be a big hit, and then nobody watched. And then I'll put out a video sometimes of just like a one camera view, me going out, ultralight fishing, bluegill fishing, that I've just thrown together and thrown out there. And it's like, I get all these views and all this positive feedback. And I'm like, why does YouTube work this way? It can be so frustrating sometimes. It's funny how it works out. Let me scroll on down. Bobby Luffman, listen. Bobby Luffman Jr., everybody. You're this close to getting blocked, Bobby. Bobby has asked me, how about a nighttime striper fishing vid trip? Bobby, I've told you 8 times already that I haven't been doing night videos lately because nobody watches, but you keep asking me the same question. You keep showing up. I keep answering you. I've answered you in the comment box. You keep asking. I almost think you're trolling me, buddy. You're pushing my buttons. Be one thing if I hadn't answered you, but I've answered you numerous times. Palmetto Cast says, when's the last time you were skunked? It's happened this year. I can't think of an exact time frame. Probably back in the winter, Palmetto Cats, or maybe it was, no, I've been skunked since then. It's happened. It's happened. I do get skunked. It's not going to happen today. But there's also days too where I'll go out and I'll catch like 1 or 2 small fish or something and, not be able to get a video out of it. Those days happen too. Bobby Luffman was timed out. Yeah, Becca or any of my other moderators, it may be time for Bobby to go. I think Bobby's trolling me there with that same question in all caps numerous times when I've answered it a gazillion times. See, that's the introvert in me, y'all. Sometimes people, even if they don't mean to annoy me, they annoy me. And when people annoy me, they get the boot. And so that's why it's best that I don't interact with people except on certain limitations, I don't want to run off my whole audience. Bishop says he don't want to sleep until I get to Skunk Buster. Gosh, Bishop, I'm going to keep you up all night. You're going to be up till about 3 o'clock in the morning, New Zealand times. Glenn Cunningham says, I feel like I spend too much time on this channel because I already know the response to most of the comments. I tell you, it gets repetitive sometimes, don't it, Glenn? I made a video about a year or so ago, and I addressed some of the comments and questions I get all the time, you know, and I thought that would head some of that off. It don't. I said, boy, man, this comments, they're scrolling today, buddy. We got 484 people watching here at 8:20 in the morning. Brother Jackson says, what is something that you would tell the younger you about fishing for catfish? Well, the younger me didn't know a damn thing when I started. Wasn't YouTube back in them days, so I had to learn catfishing the hard way, just getting out trial and error. And I think the younger me, the best advice the older me could give the younger me was to learn about contour maps. Learn how to read them, learn how fish move on them, and get those the Buck Perry structure fishing books were written back in the, 60s or 70s. Everything that's in those books is still relevant today. And I have learned so much from those books, and my fishing, when I started following Buck Perry's teachings, now he's a bass fisherman, or he was a bass fisherman, but it's all applicable to catfish too. My catches went up, my big fish catches went up, everything changed for me. So if old me could talk to young me, I would just hand over those books and say, start with these, and everything else will take care of itself. Now, if older me could give younger me just some life advice, boy, it would be a long conversation. There would be several women I wouldn't fool with. There would be some financial mistakes I wouldn't have made. There'd be a lot of things different if old me could talk to young me. Let's see, here's Upstate Angler said, Bobby's not here, man. Bobby may have hit the road. I had another one yesterday, y'all. This one was funny too. So I have a moderator that does my regular comments before I see them. Now, sometimes comments, like if I click on my comment box and it's between the time where my moderator last went through and looked for stuff that shouldn't be there, sometimes I still get exposed to the negativity and whatnot. There was another one there. Small tap. These fish today, man, we're struggling out here today. But a moderator last night told me this guy, his name's Trey Ivy. Shout out Trey Ivy. He don't watch anymore. He's unsubscribed. He's out of here. He says he ain't never coming back. But he's been asking me to use goldfish for a long time. And, you know, it's kind of a pain to use goldfish. I got to go to the pet store and get them. And then they're small, so I got to use smaller hooks and whatnot. And so I ain't never got around to it. But he finally got so pissed off that apparently he wrote this big long paragraph I didn't see saying how he was done with me because I wouldn't use them damn goldfish. He wasn't ever coming back. He was unsubscribing. And I'm like, boy, if me not using goldfish is all it takes to piss you off, it's a good thing he don't know me in real life. Lord, I've missed a bunch of comments there. Where'd it go? I seen the super chat pop up. Where's that? There it is. John Duck, $4.99. John's loading me up this morning, y'all. He said, here's the delete his butt donation. I'm tired of seeing that comment too. I'm telling you, John, that guy, I swear, I think he's trolling me. He has asked that same comment in all caps, numerous videos on, and I've answered him numerous times. And when you've asked a question and I've answered it so many times that I remember you, you've asked it too many times. And Philip H says, I need to get those danged old goldfish. Just Trey Ivy, buddy, he says I need to. He ain't watching though today. He's unsubscribed. He said he ain't ever watching again. If he does ever try to watch again, he's going to have to comment under a different name, because when you write out a big essay to me, you delete it and you ain't never coming back. So he'll be commenting under a different name. Y'all, we're going to have to move. This ain't, what a kick in the balls, man. These fish, going live is the kiss of death, y'all. I'm going to have to do something here. We're going to just make a minor adjustment here. we're gonna start with that. I really want to be able to see as I make my way up this ledge. It would be a big help. I'm going to come off spot lock here. I'm gonna get down a little further on down here on this ledge here. See if that'll improve our calls. I don't think I have any current out here this morning. It's definitely, if I do, it's definitely not enough to offset what little wind we have. So we're going to just sneak on down here. We'll give this spot 15 minutes or so. May run up to the top of the drop too here just to give it a little time to get this fog off the water. This fog just makes it so hard to navigate. There's another spot too that's on the to-do list right up here above this island. There's a channel that kind of wraps around this island up here. I'd like to go up there, and I've caught some fish there before. It's been on the to-do list to hit it again. Bear with me here, y'all. We on the move here. I'm just sliding on down. We'll slide on down here a little deeper. We'll drop our baits down, and I'm just not seeing a lot on the graph. Yesterday it was lit up. I mean, they were all over yesterday. Today, not so much. I tell you, that's how fishing goes sometimes, y'all. I talked about this in a video that you're going to see coming up. But sometimes a minor adjustment can be all it takes from going from not catching a damn thing to catching fish. And so sometimes you just gotta make slight movements. All right, let me just spot lock right there. All right, let me turn this camera around here just a second, y'all. I'll lower these baits down a little bit further. All right. For those of you tuned in late, you ain't missed nothing. No fish yet. I got cut bait on my front 2 rods. I got live bait on my back 2 rods. Got plenty of both today. So, not gonna run out of bait even if we do get on a pile of fish. But right now, we're struggling to get on the pile of fish. All right. Hey, here's a question for the audience that's watching right now. When I put my camera, when I turned it around and stuck it down in my life jacket, did you all hear that noise on the microphone? Did it pick up at all? That's a question there that would be helpful to me to know, because I'm trying to eliminate that with this microphone. That's one of the things I was hoping to get rid of. I've seen another super chat here. Let me find it. Let me find it. There it is. Jeremy Bracy, $4.99. He says, sorry for not commenting earlier. I was driving, been watching for a few years, love your content. Well, Jeremy, thank you for the super chat. Don't get yourself killed out there now driving and all. Lord, I don't want you to run off a road here trying to comment. I say that, seriously, I have done that before. I had a wreck back in 2007. Reaching for my phone, I got off on the side of the road, lost control, broke my hip, my pelvis. I was down for months, so I'll say that in all seriousness. Hooks and Hammocks says, I bet if Becca asked you to use goldfish, you would do an entire video on it. Yeah, if Becca asked me, by gosh, I would. Tracy Evans says, don't you hate the fog? I normally like it, you know, as far as keeping boaters off the water and stuff, but when you're trying to navigate spot to spot, it is a challenge in the fog. It's kind of messing up the lighting here for video purposes too. Bumblebee Junction says, will you be making a nighttime striped goldfish fishing video soon? Hashtag asking for a blocked friend. That's awesome. That's funny. Okay, a lot of people saying no, so that's good. I think seems like most people saying no there, that they didn't hear the rustling sound when I put the camera back in the chest, so that's good. I was hoping to eliminate that with the microphone. That's one of the things I really wanted rid of. Here's Matthew Frey, $5. He says 20. I hope maybe 20 fish. I don't know. I hope we get 20 today. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for the super chat. Here's Mark McInnes with $5. Thank you, Mark. He says, fishy, fishy in the brook. Come along and bite my hook. Love your content. Thanks for keeping me awake tonight. Driving in CA, yes, a little. California, maybe? I don't know. It's early out there in California. They're way behind us. They're 3 hours behind. Okay, Philip said you couldn't hear me putting it in the life jacket, but I could still hear me talking. Good. That's exactly what I was wanting to accomplish. I've had a lot of problems with my phone microphone not picking up when I flip it around. So if we can just get the sound tweaked for everybody to be able to hear it on all devices, I think we'll be set on this microphone. Painting More Games says, I'm surprised you ain't got bit yet. Yeah, me too. I've clearly made a mistake coming to this spot today. I'm telling you, it was on yesterday. I posted a picture on Instagram last night of that big flathead I got here yesterday morning, and I got several fish. I mean, I ain't edited the video yet, but probably 30, 45-minute video within an hour and a half or so on the water. I mean, it was on here, and today there ain't a fish to be found. They've moved. They have moved on me. Ken Beatty says, new question, what is your best method to get the fish smell off your hands? Ken, I just use soap and water. I don't do anything special. Justin Statham has said, as the hospital called and wanting you to come back to work. Man, I was doing travel nursing before I quit to go full-time on YouTube, and them recruiters, buddy, once they get your phone number, they call you every day, all day, every day. And you block one number and they just call from a different line. They call all the time. There's such a nursing shortage right now with everything going on. They're desperate. Hope I never have to go back to it. Get Hooked with Tyler says, what kind of kayak do you use? I got two. Today I'm in the Hobie Pro Angler. I've also got an Old Town Big Water kayak there at home. Derek Parker says, I see you wearing sandals often. Do you ever get a fin in the foot? Thankfully not. Haven't yet. Hope I never do. Here's Callie, K&K Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. Y'all, $15. Thank you, Callie. Says, good morning. Up early just to watch another live. Hope you catch a big one. Well, thank you, Callie. That's nice of you. Callie's up there in North Dakota, y'all. It's early there, too. Becca says, I wouldn't ask, LOL. I like what he's doing now. Wouldn't have all these wonderful folks here if he wasn't doing his way already. I think it's awesome. Well, thank you, Becca. Matthew Frey, $20. Thank you, Matthew. He says, been watching a long time, Justin. You and Catfish Dave make me laugh almost every day. You don't have to answer, but are you and him enemies now? I was trying to enter 20 before, LOL, but now you got 25. Well, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate the $25 you've given me now. No, Catfish Dave and I aren't enemies. I've known Catfish Dave for a few years now. Actually met him on the riverbank back when he was still bank fishing. And I take my dog out on walks sometimes in the evenings, and I met him, and we were cool. I've been on his boat and stuff. He's took me skipjack fishing out there last year and whatnot. We've never fished together on video, but we've been on the water at the same time, and I've acknowledged him in the videos and stuff, but he's not somebody I talk to regularly. We don't, we're not BFFs, we're not on the phone chatting every day and stuff. And I've seen some stuff online where, he's kind of took some shots at and whatnot. So I don't know, he views other YouTubers as competition. That's what he always refers to us as. And so, it is what it is, but we're not we're not enemies or nothing like that. I ain't got no ill will toward him or anything. Here's Bishop. He's got some advice on how to get rid of fish smell. He says, wash hands twice, but must rinse and dry between washes. Okay. That's some advice from New Zealand there. Robert Culpepper says, ever play games on your phone while you're waiting on a bite? If so, what games? I am a candy crusher, Robert. I'm on level 3,000 something now, believe it or not. I've been playing that game for years. I play till I run out of lives, and then I'll put on Jim Cornette. He's an old wrestler manager, and so he's got a podcast talks about wrestling back when it was worth watching. And so sometimes I'll play it and I'll have it going, and then when a fish hits, I'll turn it off real quick so I don't get hit with copyright violations. Old Man on the Hill, $2 says, good luck, Justin. Got to go to Franklin, Tennessee. Well, have a good trip there, Old Man on the Hill. Thank you for the super chat. Bumblebee Junction. Hold on, Bumblebee. I had one hit me there. They're right there. They're right there. Have we got us one? John Duck claimed the first fish, y'all. Here it is. We got a rod tip in the water there. This slight adjustment we've made in this hole has got us a skunk out here. If I can land the daggone thing. Y'all, if John Duck's still watching him, you tell him we finally got him a fish here. It ain't gonna be big enough for him to want it, but by gosh, we got him one. I think it's a small blue we about to pull up here, y'all. It's nice to have a bite though. I've had just a couple small dink taps since I've been out here this morning, y'all. It has not been an active morning for me thus far. Yeah, no, it's a flathead, y'all. That's a small flathead. Well, John Duck, there you go, buddy. He started out with a super chat, $19.99, before I even turned the live stream on this morning. And he wanted to claim the first fish, so John Duck, that's for you, buddy. I hope he's still watching. Let's see if we can get him over here and land him one time. He's still fired up. He's swimming around harder right now than what he did when I was getting him up here to the surface. And folks, this is something right here for those of you tuning in. So I've got live baits on my back rods, cut bait on the front. They're just a few feet apart. This flathead right here ate the cut bait, and he just puked something up. He just puked something up right there, y'all. I hope it floats up to the surface. It's sinking. It looked like some kind of fish. May have been my bait. It looked like a fish though, like a small 6-8 inch fish. Well, he is hooked right through the bottom lip there. I'm gonna just bring this thing in because the way he's hooked there, that's a little suspect. There we go. Okay. Well, John Duck, buddy, hopefully that fish is in frame. I can't see. But yeah, there he is. Fish number one, skunk buster, flathead. Oh, boy, he's splashing us on the way out. This spot, y'all, you know, I fished it yesterday before the live stream, and I got a few flatheads, and I'd come out here one day last week, and I got a few flatheads, and so the flatheads have been in this area in good numbers. And of course, yesterday I got that one that was over 40 inches, so I know there's numbers of flatheads in this area, and there's quality flatheads in this area. I was hoping to get some out here today. Let's put us another chunk of skipjack on. I left that piece of bait there. I left it out when I first got started because I thought we'd probably be needing it soon. Boy, was I wrong. An hour into this thing before we could get our first fish. All right. Just another bait on there, drop it down. We'll be back in business again. Yeah, guys, that right there, you know, I got that piece of cut bait right next to a live bait just a few feet apart. That flathead had his choice. Went for the easy meal. Okay, back to it. Back to it here. Let's see what we got. Let me scroll up here and see what I missed while that fish had me out of commission. Well, let's see, there's Bumblebee Junction, $5. Thank you, Bumblebee. He says, I have to know, did Roscoe poop on his boot? Dag blast it. Please tell me it's true. No, he didn't. I've trained him to not poop on people's boots, especially other YouTube fishermen. I told Roscoe, I was like, if you want to be a famous dog on YouTube, do it on my channel. Don't be famous on other people's channels. Let's see, here's John Duck, $4.99. He says, that's my fish. Yeah, John, I was hoping you're still here. It took all morning to get it, by gosh, but we got you one there, buddy. Tim Hull said, would rather live stream than you playing Candy Crush. Yeah, I should live stream more, I guess. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback. There's been some people that say they don't like it too. I tell them people I don't take complaints on free content. Here's Dan Orr with a super sticker, $2. Says cool. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Don Bell says, no, I don't like the new mic because I can't hear the reel and stuff. I'm gonna tinker with it, Don. Give me a little time. We'll tinker with this microphone. We'll get our settings dialed in. Jared O says he watches me while he waits on the next bite. I appreciate that. Tim Irvin says, do you pay attention to the barometer? No, I don't. I just go fishing when I can. D Professor there says, I have butchered literally thousands of salmon, lemon juice, and soap. Preferably Dawn dish soap. Removes the oils. Okay. I don't know. I guess my hands, I don't know. I guess I've never really paid attention. My hands may stink all the time for all I know, y'all. I don't know. Callie, $15. Thank you, Callie. K&K Fishing Adventures. So I just found out we have flatheads in the Missouri River system here in North Dakota. They are considered the state's rarest fish. Going to try to find one next summer. State record's 29 pounds. Well, Callie, I hope you get it. Callie, we got a little something going on right here on that skipjack head. See if you, I'm finally seeing some fish here on the graph, y'all. There's smaller marks. By gosh, we're finally seeing some life down there. That's more life than we've seen all morning. Thank you for that super chat there, Callie. Bumblebee Junction says, please submit your complaints via $100 super chats. Ain't that the truth? It blows my mind the people that complain about free content. You know, it's like YouTube app is free. You get to watch the videos for free. And they want to give me a list of stuff that I need to change and how I need to act. And you know, that's how people are. Tony Cooper says, remember, fish biting shifts about 1 hour later each day. Well, I hope you're right, because it's time for them to turn on then. I don't know that I've experienced that, but I hope you're right. Douglas Fletcher says, that flathead puked a goldfish. Well, that guy that we blocked yesterday, that'd be his dream come true, wouldn't it? Daniel Lyons says, I'm looking particularly nice in the fog this morning. Yes, I look good all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. Tim Irvin says, well, I disagree, Tim. It was foggy yesterday morning too, and I wore them out. Jared O says, I could go live Monday through Friday, and he'll be here. I wonder if that fish will be here, Jared. He wants it. That's on that headpiece. He's gonna have to work to eat that thing, no bigger than he is. Quit that fish. Leave it alone. Leave it alone now. I ain't telling you again. It would jerk your lips off. Dang old dinks down there just chewing us up, y'all. Let's see. Bishop says Justin have all those X's because his stinky fish hands chasing them away. Yeah, they could tell you a bunch more reasons than that too, other than just my hands. Chad Wright says it's not your fault the fish slept in today. I hope that's all it is. I hope they turn on. Landon says it's his first live and he's loving it. Well, thanks for tuning in, Landon. Richard Martinez watching from Arizona. Joe Clement says, what's your top stock pick of the day or crypto coin? Good luck. You don't want stock advice from me. I'm a Jack Bogle guy. I do index funds for my investments. I don't pick stocks. I ain't no Warren Buffett. I could probably lose you some money, but nobody wants to do that. Wormy said I should smack that. Yeah, but Wormy, I'll smack him rods sometimes. I feel like when them dinks are down there just pecking like that, if you hit your rod real good and kind of jerk your line, it'll spook them off there. Got to take out your frustration on them dinks, just ruin your baits. Kelly speaks out, says, I think it's the Smoky Mountains behind him. It looks like the Smoky Mountains out here, but I'm a long ways from the mountains today. I ain't been in the mountains in a while. We got to go up there soon. We got last year during the Fishing for Soldiers tournament, they do all these raffles and stuff. And there's a bunch of giveaways. And so I put in some raffle tickets for, gosh, what was it? A 2-night stay up there in Gatlinburg. And some passes over to Ober, Gatlinburg, where they got like ice skating and some, various other activities, putt-putt and whatnot. And so me and the girlfriend were going to go up there, but we just trying to, wait out the pandemic and stuff. And then we got to use them soon. I think they're going to expire. I think we're going to go up to that Anakista place up there too. They got some big, what is it? One of them things where you walk in between trees or something like that. I don't know. Something she's wanting to do. But we're going to take a little weekend trip up there at some point. PC guy says the fog isn't the safest way to fish. One jerk going fast on the water and you get hit. Yeah, I agree. I see some of these bass boaters, sometimes they'll just be 70 miles an hour through the fog running through their GPS and not, when you can't see nothing in front of you. These idiots out there. Funny thing is, them guys though that do that, they'll go 70 miles an hour on the water through the fog. Can't see a damn thing, but when they on the road, they go 20 miles an hour when it's bright and sunny out. Let's see. Kenny Stafford here, $5. He says, do you ever fish Cherokee? Well, Kenny, I don't ever get up there much. Cherokee's a pretty good haul for me. It's up there, about an hour or so away, so it's not a place. I've done some fishing up there on Cherokee before. Never catfished up there. I've done some bass fishing. Caught one of my biggest crappie ever up there on Cherokee, but I've never done any catfishing there. But it's not a place I hit regularly. Bumblebee Junction, it says, and can't back a boat down the ramp. I tell you, man, the other day, I was fishing it was Labor Day. I was out there. I got out early that morning because the weather knocked me out some earlier in the week. And so I went out early Labor Day morning. That fish there, I'm about to smack that rod too. And that one. But I went out there and this ramp, I was going back in. Now I was hoping to be off the water before the idiots come out. I did not get back in time. This one here may be hooked up. I think he finally got it that time. This fish interrupted story time. I'll just tell the story while I'm reeling him in. But anyway, I got back and the idiots had started to come out. And this one person was trying to back a pontoon boat down the ramp. Now this ramp, it's got 2 spots to back down. You can have 2 vehicles at the same time. They were all cattywampus coming down through there, taking up both lanes. Finally, this other guy in a boat, he was waiting at the dock trying to load his boat when they got done. He finally went up there and backed it down for them. And then they get the pontoon boat in the water and the damn thing won't start. So even though they off the ramp, release on that one. That was perfect, man. I didn't even have to handle that fish. We got our bait back. It's been tapped some, but still looking good overall. We're just gonna send it right back down. Let's rehook it here. You know, I'll tell you what, I've got so much bait today, y'all. Let's just put another fresh head on. Give me a second here. I'm gonna get it out of the cooler. Yeah, let's put a fresh piece on. I'm so used to not having a surplus of bait that I'm always super conservative. But today we have plenty, and Lord knows we ain't used much yet, so we just going to put a fresh piece on here. We'll feed them small dinks. We'll give them a nice breakfast down there. At least we're getting bit here. Moving back further down here a little deeper has gotten us an extra bite at least. All right, down it goes. I may just go ahead and reel in that other one up there too and put a fresh, well, we just put a fresh piece on it when that flathead hit, so we'll leave it down there a little while. No, it should be okay. Live baits back there ain't been touched yet. Ain't nothing got after them. Dry my hands off, we'll get back to it. Okay, we're back in it here. We're back in it. All right, there was Kenny's comment. Stephen Griffith said, sent $5, but I think it accidentally got overlooked somewhere in all the chats. Ha ha, I swear it has to be the same 3 morons giving thumbs down on every video and live stream. Well, Stephen, I'm sorry if I missed your super chat, buddy. I didn't mean to. I know you've given me a bunch of them. I apologize for that, Stephen. And give it time, buddy. There'll be a whole lot more than 3 thumbs downs before it's said and done. Bumblebee Junction says, every time I respond to him. Yeah, you might be my good luck charm there, Bumblebee. Dave Omer's in the house here. He says, thanks for all you do. I've rigged up an ultralight rod and have used the Gulp 1-inch minnows on crappie magnet jig heads to catch over 700 crappie and panfish so far this summer. That's awesome, man. You've had a good summer. Stephen Groom says, have you ever had to deal with a game warden while fishing? I don't ever see no game wardens, man. It's a rare day I get my fishing license checked. I see the survey people some. I've took their surveys and whatnot, but I don't ever see much of the game wardens. Lisa Anderson says, hello again, no disrespect, but your camera doesn't seem right. Everything is really close. I thought I would let you know. Well, it's because I'm live, Lisa. Normally my regular videos, my front camera is all the way up there. In order for me to see the chat box here, I've got to have this camera somewhat close to my face. So, yeah. We'll, one of these days I'll figure out a way to get the camera in a perfect position and be able to see comments too. I thought about rigging up a camera and have it in front of me and then using my phone to read comments, but then I feel like I'm not looking into the camera when I'm talking to people, so it's kind of impersonal. Tony Cooper, $5. Thank you, Tony. He says, Justin, you seem to fish deep holes and the deep side of ledges for catfish. Do you ever fish the top of ledges or humps? Tony, yes, I do, but not very often. I've got so much confidence in fishing the deepest part of any structure. That's where I spend the bulk of my time. I need to do it more. I need to work the shallows more, to be honest with you. It's been on kind of, oh crap. Y'all, hang on, y'all. Y'all, my phone says 20% battery charge. We got a malfunction here, y'all. My phone may die on us here at some point. So what I've done here, y'all, I've got an adapter that allows me to charge my phone and run this microphone both at the same time. Something is apparently awry with that because I am not charging my cell phone apparently while I'm running the microphone. Gotta love Apple adapters. Bear with me here a second, folks. I'm just gonna make sure everything's plugged in. All right. Well, y'all, this live stream may be shorter today than anticipated. We got something happening here. Y'all, I'm gonna set this back here in the rod holder a second. We got something happening on this front rod. I think something's happening on it anyway. Yep, we do. We got something on right here. So yeah, y'all, I'm apparently down to 20% battery life. That's frustrating. If my phone just cuts out and dies, you know what happened. God forbid we have working camera equipment. It's such an ordeal. I'm not a technical person. All this stuff, technology's hard for me. I'm at that age, you know, I didn't grow up with technology, so it's new to me. We'll get it dialed in, I promise. Give me about 10 more live streams and I'm gonna be good at this. It's a small blue cat here. He has got in my other line and made an absolute mess. Lord Almighty, between the phone battery going dead and this fish causing a mess, we got malfunction junction going on here. Malfunction junction. Oh, quit. Well, he just made the mess even bigger, didn't he? Look at this, man. He has gotten all up in that line, something terrible. Nothing like being live and having this kind of mess, people. This is terrible. Y'all that's been waiting on a blooper video, just watch today. It has been a comedy of errors out here today. Lord, fish. He's got a hold of my thumb too. I mean, look at that fish, y'all. How the hell did he get? Lord days. Here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to cut this leader. That's gonna be the easiest way to do that. We'll just start over. All right, there goes my sinker. All right, I'm just gonna drop this fish, y'all. Hopefully he'll come out of that line. Good, he did. He can twist himself. Now he's in that other line over there, twisting and turning in it. Doggone him. What a mess, y'all. What an absolute mess. There goes my sinker. I'm in bad shape out here, y'all. Here I was thinking we was at least gonna get another fish. And that's what he done to me. Bear with me here. Somebody has probably asked me at some point what kind of knot I tie, so maybe we can get an education on seeing that right quick, because I'm about to retie this leader on. I got to get me some. I got my 8-ounce sinkers here. Daniel just sent me some, Catfish Sumo, with the line protectors in there. He sent me some 8-ouncers. I was out. I got them sitting there at the house. I was gonna paint some before I put them in the kayak. Them line protector things, it's a pretty cool idea he come up with there. Sinkers are about the same price as any other sinker too. So I'm just doing, I don't even know if I got it in frame, y'all, but I just do a clinch knot here on these, my line to swivel. We got that back in business. Let's get us another bait on there if I'm still alive. I cannot believe my phone is not charging with this adapter thing. That is really frustrating. My hook go? There it is. All right, next bait going down finally. That fish caused some damage. I hope he's come out of that other line up there. I'll have to check it. What a mess. What just a comedy of errors today, y'all. Blooper reel. Yeah, I think I still got that DVD somewhere. Bill Dance blooper video. He ain't got nothing on me today. What a mess. What a mess. Y'all, are you all at least still with me here? All right, let me just scroll up here. I want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats before my phone cuts off here for the low battery. Here's Bishop back with 5 New Zealand dollars. He says, thanks for flatting your responses, Justin. I'll watch the rest of the video in the morning. Good night, y'all. Well, thank you, Bishop. Thanks for stopping by today from New Zealand. Let me just scroll on down here and we're gonna sort out this other line here. Okay, I think we're good on the super chats. I don't want to miss any of them before the thing cut out. This line here is slack. This is one of my live bait. I'm reeling in something here, y'all. I don't know if it's that same fish. That same fish may have got me in all 3 lines here. That's that same fish wrapped up. We've caught him twice now. I'm just gonna keep reeling him in so I can say I've caught some fish today. Look at this mess he's in. I don't even know how he's got it. I mean, he has hog-tied himself in these lines down here. This is terrible. Fish, get out of that line. My gosh, I don't even know how he's done this, folks. I mean, you gotta work to get that tangled up. And now when you want him to flop around and roll a little bit to come out of this mess, he won't do it. This is terrible. There, he's free. He's free, folks. Goodness gracious, what a mess. One small fish. He must have hit that rod or something while I wasn't paying attention and swam around and gotten all these other lines. What a disaster. I tell you, if something's gonna go wrong like that, you can bet your ass it's gonna happen while you're live. Can't edit that out, can I? Look at this mess here. I'm about to just cut all this and start over because I don't even know what he's done here. He's tied some kind of Boy Scout knot with all this. I'm gonna hand line this in, folks. Views are dropping by the second. The people are sticking around, they thumbs down. Okay. Well, our bluegill's still here doing good. Let me just cut this mess. Doggone its hide. All right. What do you think, Bluegill? What do you think about it? You got anything enlightening to say to the audience? Probably not. I'm gonna leave him sitting there a second. My gosh. Folks, I don't know how we've done it. We're gonna get it straightened out now though. We're in the home stretch. What a time for my phone battery to go dead too, right here in the middle of this. This is the way to end the video. Okay. Put that back in there. Let me trim that off. Doggone it. I guess I should be better prepared for this kind of thing. Maybe have some pre-planned stories to tell while I'm indisposed, but yeah, if I was a better live streamer, I probably would. One of these days, folks, I'm telling you, one of these days I'm gonna get things dialed in. But that day ain't today. It has been a good morning out here just interacting with you, so. We've had some fun out here this morning, even if the fish haven't been particularly cooperative. What do you think, Bluegill? He's about had it, folks. Let's toss him out. He didn't do us well. Let's send another one down. If y'all are still on there, if we haven't lost service or battery yet, let's send us one of these other sunfish down there. That's a pretty good sized sunfish. Whatever baits I have today left over, these live baits anyway, they're going to get to go home. They have earned their freedom by staying in this bucket for the last 2 days. All right, there goes the sunfish down. And I think after this, I'll check that other line. I'm hoping it worked its, well, it's tangled up on something here too. Lordy days. One of them days, people, one of them days. On a positive note, I do have my other cameras with me. So if my phone battery dies and we end the live stream, I can just go film a regular video today. I'm gonna have to fix this other line here too, folks. Are we still even live? I'm down to 10% battery, y'all. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try something here, y'all. I'm going to, hang on. We're about to do something. This adapter ain't working, bear with me. I'm about to undo the microphone, everybody, so this is probably gonna cut out. It may mute here, but we're gonna try this and see if we can at least get our battery back. Can you all hear me? Did we lose our microphone? Did I get muted when I unplugged one microphone and went back to the phone one? Wormy says he can hear me. Can you hear me? All right. Now the question is, am I charging? I may have to switch battery packs. It may not have been, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something if it wasn't the adapter, if it was my battery pack? We're in luck because I got another battery pack. Problem is my cell phone battery now is so low. Dang, man. I kind of want to switch out, y'all. I want to switch out battery packs too, because otherwise we're going to lose the live stream. It's frustrating. It's one thing to have technical difficulties. It's another one. It's another thing not to be able to diagnose the problem in real time. Anthony Clifford says, nice and loud now. Yeah, a lot louder than the new microphone. Yeah, here's the problem. See, I'm on my phone microphone, so when I'm talking this way, it's great. When I turn it around this way, well, now it goes down. You can't hear me as much. And then you get all that noise when I put it down in the chest cam there. So I'm really torn on what to do here, y'all. I'm really torn. I guess I'm gonna just plug in. I got another fish. Boy, we need a fish to hit right now, don't we? We got all these technical difficulties happening. Let's, I'm gonna turn this off. Bear with me. I'm gonna ditch this, get it out of the way. We're making changes on the fly here, people. We're making changes on the fly. I've got 561 people watching me make a fool of myself here, trying to get this crap done before I run completely out of battery. I'll tell you, every time I add a new piece of technology, y'all, every time, let me just unplug this. It ain't doing a damn thing. Bear with me, folks, bear with me. We're getting it done. We're saving this live stream. I don't know that it's worth saving, but by gosh, we're saving it. We're saving it right now. All right, I'm on a completely different battery pack now. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it was the battery pack went dead on me. Who knows? Who freaking knows, man? But whew, I hope nobody super chatted me. I've missed you if we have. Stephen Corley, Mississippi Life says, entertainment isn't always catching fish, but if you've tuned in for a comedy show today, you've seen me do it live. Let me get rid of this camera. What a daggone mess. I tell you, if this was happening and I wasn't live, I'd be dropping some serious cuss words today. I'd be making old women blush out here today. All right, I'm about to make you dizzy here. No, never mind. I'll take it off the mount this way. Justin Marley says it's time for him to get back to work, buddy. I'm glad I gave you an entertaining break today. Bumblebee said he sent $1,000 in super chat, but don't worry about it. Undoubtedly, I've missed somebody, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Well, this thing is all jacked up. I don't give a crap. We're rolling with it, y'all. We're rolling with it. We're improvising out here. No stinking microphone. May never use that microphone again. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I got another fish on here, y'all. Bad timing on this fish. Bad timing. I still ain't got my other line undone yet. Let's see. Let me get myself plugged back in now. And I have got to change this mount around. I swear, this is going to get better, y'all. We fixing it. What a mess. What a mess. All right. Do I have anybody here? Everybody's saying sounds better than before. Here's Daryl Hebron, $5. He said, I mentioned 6 gill before, but since Lou's didn't work out, I invite you to try 6 gill spinning rods and reels. Well, thank you for the invite there on that, Daryl. Thank you for the super chat, too. I just ordered me some new Daiwa reels last night since that Lou's reel tore up. Let me scroll up here before I reel in this fish. Let me just make sure. Everybody's liking the sound better now. Hell with that microphone. It's easier on me if we don't use the microphone. I just think the overall sound quality, I'll gladly send that microphone back to get my money back. That's $400 on that microphone. All right, y'all, I think I've scrolled back up here. I was out of commission on the chat box for a long time with everything going wrong. So hopefully I ain't missed nobody. Let me just scroll down here to the bottom, then we're gonna reel in a fish. And then, there's Bumblebee Junction, $10. He said, go unwind at Waffle House after the stream. I tell you, Bumblebee, I'm going to have to do something to unwind today because this has been a damn mess out here today. Let's reel in this fish, why don't we, Bumblebee? Hell, he ain't even on there now. He done gone. Did he get my bait? He did not get the bait. Let's send it back down. Lordy days. It was late getting out here because of the fog. We ain't got but just a couple fish. All kinds of camera difficulties. I don't know if I got a bad battery pack. Nobody likes the microphone anyway. Simple is better, folks. Keep it simple. All right, I've got to switch this around just slightly. I have my battery pack set up here for my other camera, and so now I'm putting this one on the phone here. I think we're good now. I think I've got everything. Tim Rourke says $400. Send it back. Yeah, if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Daryl Hebron's back with another $5. Thank you, Daryl. He said, would you ever consider fishing the Susquehanna River for flats and blues? I would. Yeah, that's up there in Pennsylvania. I'd definitely consider it. Matt K says, sounds much better now. Get your money back on that expensive mic. It'll be returned. Yeah, if people's happy with it. Just like right now when my phone's turned around backwards like this, you can't really hear me as good. And then also too, when I'm putting it down in my life jacket here for the chest views, then the sound, that rustling sound, if I get my words out, it picks up on the microphone really bad. And so I was trying to avoid that with the new microphone. I thought it would improve the production quality of what I'm doing out here, but clearly it's a pain in the butt to do. And people seem to like the audio better on just my regular phone mic. That fish there, man, I'll tell you, folks. I'll tell you, we just got nothing but problems today. Here's what we're gonna do. Things about to get better here, folks, I promise. If y'all bear with me. I got 800 people watch me make a fool of myself today. This is real world fishing with me. Things just go wrong. We're gonna have all our lines straightened out again here after this. I just re-spooled these reels. I about lost half my line already on that little blue that went through 2 other lines. Made such a mess of himself. This is just an ordeal. I'm just going to retie this thing. That rod up there. Bad timing, fish. Don't eat it right now. I can't fool with you right now, fish. Set this back here. Throw that in the trash when I get back. Okay. I'm going to cut a little more of that off too. It was all tangled up. I don't know how that fish, he must have hit, y'all. Best I can figure, he hit that bait without me knowing it. And just had all that free time down there without me putting any pressure on him to just swim around like a maniac and go through them other lines. As he got my front line and he got the other back line back there with the live bait. But we're in business again here as soon as I get this thing tied on. Pisses me off about that microphone. I'm more pissed off about that than the fish messing me up. I get tangles all the time. I'm used to that. But spending all that money on the microphone, half the people watching couldn't hear me today. Then I couldn't charge the phone and run the microphone at the same time, even though I spent all that money on the adapter. That's frustrating. Technology frustrates me. I just want stuff to work. I want to just plug it in and it work. I don't want to have to learn new technology. I don't want to have to download this app and that app. I want to plug it in, turn it on, and it just work. I don't think that's asking a whole lot. All right. Let's pick up on this. Yeah. Nothing there. Okay. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Do I have anybody? I got 567 people watching me make a complete idiot out of myself here today. Yeah, T-Cliff said he wants his money back. I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit. Yeah, Matthew Frey says he ain't a fan of the new microphone either. The regular phone one's better. Mandy Guerrero says, can't see this video, I get dizzy. Yeah, well, complaint department's closed, Mandy. I don't give a crap about people's complaints normally anyway. I for damn sure don't give a crap today when I'm frustrated. So, Mandy Guerrero, take a hike. See ya. Don't come back. That's what I think about Mandy Guerrero right there, y'all. Here's Daryl Hebron back with another $5. Daryl's loading me up right now. He says, I just bought my first brand new boat in May, and I use your techniques for kayaks as far as fishing the bait a foot off the bottom. It's paid dividends. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Daryl. Yeah, everything I do in the kayak is transferable to the boat. Wayne Lott says, my camera is zoomed in more than usual. I think, buddy, I think it's just because I'm holding it closer. I'm just, I got to be able to see these comments. Jared O says, think of all the goldfish you could buy with $400. The crowd has spoken. Send the mic back. It's getting returned. Tino Rivera says, it's my birthday today. Enjoying the live stream. Happy birthday, Tino. I hope your day's going better than what mine has gone here in the last few minutes. Rex Hoover says, been here since it started this morning. Rex, you've seen a show today. Mandy Guerrero's hidden by mud shrimp. Thank you, Becca. Bumblebee's reminding people that complaints must be submitted via $100 super chat. Amen to that. They ought to pay me to read that crap. Here's Havoc Master 69 says, bye, Mandy. Thank you for that donation there, Havoc Master. Yeah, Sam Rayburn, Crappie King, says all these people complaining about real world fishing like it's supposed to be a full camera crew out there. I tell you, man, Bill Dance don't know how good he had it. Having camera crew, people editing his videos. All he had to do was just show up and be the talent. That's what I want to do, just show up and catch fish. Daryl Harrington, he says he wants to complain just to hear me complain about a complaint. Well, so we got another fish situation over here going on. We about to move, y'all. I've had enough of this spot today. This spot's been the kiss of death for 2 live streams. Between yesterday not getting hardly any fish on here, and then today, Lord, I got other boats out here watching me make a fool of myself too. I didn't even know I had a live audience. Fins and Fines, he had some phone calls to make. You've missed the show, buddy, and not because of the fish. Brian Quick, he's enjoyed the laugh today. I've made some people's day out here. I just ain't made mine yet. I got 600 people watching here, though, at 9:30 in the morning, 429 thumbs ups, $463 in super chats. Y'all are awesome. What do you, I don't know, y'all. What do you say? You want to get the hell out of here? You want to go up here and hit a different spot? We can't do no worse anywhere else than what we've done here. Hey, Chris Barrett, happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, we got people saying, let's move. Let's do it. Let's get the hell out of here. We're gonna go up here at the top of this island. We can't do a damn bit worse than what we've done down here. This is just plumb embarrassing. Technical difficulties. Fish tangling up 3 lines. Can't get but 1 small flathead and 1 small blue today. This is just $400 camera, ain't worth a damn. Hopefully too, one thing I am wanting to do that I think will be a big improvement is I'm gonna get a new phone coming up. I've got an iPhone 10, which is a couple years old. And that front camera that I have to use while I'm live streaming, I think it's only like 720 quality. And so I'm hoping, I'm gonna get a new phone that's gonna hopefully have at least 1080 on the front camera. Well, they've tore that bait up. We'll switch it out once we get up here and get moved. But I'm hoping the front camera quality will be a little better on the new phone. I'm just kind of waiting because Apple, I'm sure, will come out. They normally come out with a new phone at the end of September, and I thought, why buy a new phone now when they're just going to come out with a new one here in a couple weeks? All right, well, that sunfish there, he's still doing well too. Let's get the hell out of here, guys. We're on the move. I'm gonna come off spot lock here, get myself turned, and I think we'll go up here and we'll go up here at the top of this island up here. There's a channel up here. There's a hole up here too I'm wanting to fish. It's on the to-do list, and I don't know how far upriver it is exactly from where I'm at here right now. So anyway, we on the move, y'all. We on the move. I got another super chat here. Everybody's saying, let's go. Yeah, we out of here. Later Gator says, I think that was a pit blue cat. Yeah, it might have been. By gosh. They whooped our tail this weekend. There's Daryl Hebron with another $5. He says, any day on the water, no matter how frustrating, is better than a day at work. Self-employed and it still sucks. Yeah. Well, technically this is my job now, so this is as frustrated as I am right now, it's still a lot better than my best days at the old job. Brian Roush says, when's the blooper video coming out? You've watched about an hour of it here today. Later Gator says, how fast will that trolling motor pull you? Right now I'm going 4.3 miles an hour upriver here. Jordan Thomason's, or Thurman, I'm sorry. Jordan Thurman, he said he's a big fan. Thank you, Jordan. Eric Flowers, yeah, I got that red sinker on, buddy. Cool Cats Fishing says, where are you at today? Apparently in the gates of hell, buddy. I'm on Watts Bar today. Chad Wright, he's talking to another Chad. Channel Catfishes at school. Sandy Harden says, can you see it? 600 people following you down the river like golf. Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it? We're gonna get on up here. There's a boat up here too, of course. I'll have a live audience for the next blooper I do. Justin Worley says, we like to see the bloopers. They usually get edited out. Yeah. Today's whole video would have been edited out if I had just been filming a regular video. Jared O says, what's the most people you've ever had in a live? You know, honestly, I don't know. I'd say probably somewhere in that 600 range. Mr. Get Right switched to the Samsung. Yeah, all my stuff's on Apple. You know, once you kind of get pigeonholed into one brand, you kind of stuck with it. Jeff Gerald, thank God you slept in, buddy. Thank God you slept in. You have missed me make a fool of myself out here today. William Lopp, he's got to go to work, everybody. Wish him a good day. Let's see, there's Tim Zazimski. He's back from West Virginia today. Later Gators loving my positive attitude. I'm trying, buddy. Has anybody seen Billy Hamilton yet? I need to get in touch with him. I didn't get his message there on the gram yesterday. I don't know if he showed up yet or not. I've missed a bunch of comments. Justin Brown's been sick. I hope you get to feeling better, buddy. Cowboy Catfishing's out of here. I do need a Snickers, Ruger. I do. Y'all don't want to be hearing me chew, though. We almost up here, y'all. We're going to get up here and get set up again. Yeah, Bumblebee, that nighttime gold fishing video don't sound too bad right about now, does it? Yeah, that guy, he'll never know about it though. We've shouted him out all day. He'll never know because he's unsubscribed. He said he ain't never watching again. I assume my phone's charging now since we're on the new battery pack. Upstate Angler, $5. Thank you, sir. He says Apple AirPods and the mic should only pick up your voice. If you get the Pros, you can use one at a time. The new phones have better cams than mics. Yeah, I'll look into it some more. I bought that adapter so that hopefully I could run the mic and power my phone at the same time. Something clearly went awry with that setup. So it is what it is. Fins and Fine says it just takes one. That's the truth, buddy. Just one bite can change the whole day. James Burke says sometimes you can catch them, sometimes you don't. That's the truth, buddy. Some days you got it and some you don't. Dave Wolf says come to Pueblo, Colorado. Me and Daniel from Catfish Sumo had talked about going to Colorado at some point next year. He's wanting to go out there and do some, he grew up out there. And so he was wanting to go out there and do some fishing. Sam Rayburn says you can run the mic and charge the phone, but you'll have to wirelessly charge the phone. Yeah, I had looked into the new iPhones since they got that magnet charger on the back, and I thought that might be helpful, but I didn't want to buy the new iPhone right now because I figured the 13 model will be coming out here in a couple weeks. Bass and Kitty says, can I get a shout out? My name's Matthew. Say Matt is a better fisherman than Donnie. Listen, everybody knows that people named Matt are better fishermen than people named Donnie. I've never met a Donnie that could catch a fish before, ever. In the whole history of the universe, I've never met a Donnie that could catch a fish. So there you go, buddy. You let old Donnie know he can't catch fish like you, Matt. All right, we about to get set up here again, y'all. Now, do we want to go to the top of the drop or the bottom? Let's see what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna go up to the top of this right now. We're gonna look on the graphic. I don't normally do that. We're going to just take a look, see if we mark any bait or anything, and then we're gonna go down to the bottom and drop baits if I don't see nothing. I'm looking here on the graph. The top of the drop here, y'all, is gonna be about 30 feet deep here where I'm at. I'm not really seeing much here on the top. Yeah, I'm just gonna spin back around here, and I think we're gonna go down to the bottom and set up. There's a little something down there. I'll show you this here on the graph. Okay, am I back? Am I back again? I lost connection there. Apparently we ain't got no cell phone service up here. Well, wouldn't that be something? That would be fitting for, wouldn't it? That would be fitting. Now I'm buffering. Okay. Buffering. That's par for the course today. That's par for the course today. We can't get nothing going right today. This has been a whole cluster out here. It's been a cluster today, folks. I got some people saying I'm no service, some people saying I'm good. They say here, here's hooks and hammocks, $5. He says it's amazing how much quieter that XI3 is compared to the Minn Kota. Absolutely. Yeah, this XI3 is significantly quieter than the Minn Kota that was on my Old Town. I mean, it's night and day difference. All right, I'm about to spot lock here, and we're gonna drop some baits down. Hopefully cell phone service here is gonna be doable. Here's Viv. I'm sorry, Vivi. I don't know how to say your name. Vivi Saldana says, no matter what happens, you're the best, Justin. Thank you for the videos. I've learned a lot. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, too. I appreciate that. Bipper Bates, $5. Thank you. He said, I've been testing videos and mics. Nothing simple works well for me. Thanks for the great content, inspirational for people who hate their job. Well, thank you. Billy Hamilton is here if he's the right one. Okay, that's good to know. Billy Hamilton, if you're watching before my phone dies or before we buffer again, I did not get your message on the Instagram yesterday. So I'm sorry, I did not get it. Just wanted to let you know. I know there's audience. I got audience everywhere out here now. Let's lower our baits down. Let's lower our baits down here, y'all. Let's see if we can catch us something here. I'm gonna switch out that other piece of cut bait. It's been chewed up to death down there. What a disaster today has been, y'all. What a disaster. Fish tangling up, microphone problems, battery pack problems, cell phone buffering problems. We just got problems today, but we're getting through it. We're gonna drop these baits down. We're gonna try to catch a fish. We live in a dream out here regardless. It's a beautiful day, the weather's nice. I'm still breathing for now. So we're gonna try to have some fun the rest of the morning. We're gonna get a poly-positive happening here. All right, well, there's the left side of the kayak down. Let's put the right side down. There goes that old sunfish down there. Yeah, them people over there, y'all, they gonna get a show. They gonna get a show today. I don't know what they doing. They bass fishing, I guess. That's what everybody does out here. Everybody be bass fishing here in East Tennessee. Two of them people in the boat ain't even fishing. They just watching the other guy fish. He must be a professional. All right, this bait here, you can see it's been chewed all to heck. Let's just throw that out there. That'll be some chum for us. Let's cut us another chunk here. All right. I'm ready for the next one to go down. We'll give this spot a little time. If it don't pan out, well, be on to the next one. Y'all, anybody out there that's YouTuber and you see me fumble through these live streams and you think, yeah, I don't want to go live, don't pay no attention to me. Don't let me discourage you. Y'all probably got better cell phone service and better technical skills than what I do. I'm a total rookie at this. I'm gonna dry my hands off and hopefully we're gonna get back to having a productive morning out here. If nothing else, we'll be productive chatting with each other. Okay, let's see. Let me find that. There it is. Fishing a family tradition. Good morning, Justin from Missouri. Terry McKinney. Glad you could join today, Terry. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the super chat. We got another one here. Where'd it go? Barry Black, $5. Thank you, Barry. This is morning, Justin from Texas. It's still early out there. Billy Hamilton. Yeah, he is in the house. That's the same Billy Hamilton from yesterday. Yeah, Billy, I'm sorry. I did not have your message. My privacy settings are set up there on Instagram, and that may be part of the problem. I gotta figure out a way to get in touch with you on there. We'll figure out something, Billy. I'm gonna send you something for yesterday. I promise. We'll figure it out. I got to get somebody to educate me here on all this technical stuff. Your message may be in a spam folder or a message request folder or something like that I can't find. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I still got 588 people watching this crap today. Whew. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, here's what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna sit here on this spot a little while. So what I'm doing here, let me just show you for the new people tuning in and whatnot. So there's an island right here. There's a channel here goes in between, and it gets real shallow up in here. And so there's two old channels right here, one here and one here, that fish coming up and down this main channel ledge through here will work up in here onto the shallow zone. And so what I have done is kind of set up here in between them, you know, trying to get fish coming up and down, or maybe coming out and down, or down and up, whatever. And we're 58 feet right here. We're just gonna soak some baits here and see what happens. I have caught fish here before. The last time I fished this spot, it was on a video back in the spring. It's been a few months, but I was fishing at the top of the drop there. I think it was about, I wouldn't say it's about 30 feet right there at the top, and did pretty good. Had a good morning out here that particular trip, but haven't fished it since. But you know, there's been fish here in this area along this main channel ledge here the last couple trips that I've fished this area, even though we ain't seen much of them today. So we just keep chugging along. You know, you just keep trying, keep hitting spots, and eventually you get some bites. See you later, painting more games. He got to go to bed, he said. Let me find some more here. Stephen Corley says, at least you don't have a snake trying to crawl on the boat. Boy, wouldn't that be some... The live stream would be over. This phone would be in the water. I'd be swimming for the shore if we had a snake out here. I don't do snakes. Willis Cop says, I'm a retired cop, and no matter how frustrating today has been, it's better than clearing a drunk through the ER. Some of the best people I know work at ER. ER is a thankless job. That's the truth, buddy. We used to always get so frustrated with the police coming in there and dumping the drunks on us that we'd hear that saying, too drunk for jail. It's like, how the hell are you people's been too drunk for a lot of things, but Otis the town drunk on the Andy Griffith Joe, that's when he would go to jail, when he was drunk. Boy, we used to get mad at the cops, though. Hooks and Hammocks wants to know where I'm putting the phone while I'm fighting fish and cutting bait. I put it down in my life jacket. Right there between the zipper area, I shove it down in there and it holds it in place. That is my chest cam. Bumblebee Junction says, can I get a shout out? Just say, I love playing ping pong with my Flexolite ping pong paddle. All right, there you go. It's probably an inside joke I've missed in the comments. Brim Reaper says he's binge watched all my videos the past month. First time catching me live. Well, boy, you picked the wrong one to watch today, but thank you for tuning in. Stacy O'Neill says this might be the best live so far. Well, that's only because my other live streams have set the bar so low. Houston Kirkland says, what bait would you recommend when fishing at Santee Cooper? What location, structure should I look for when fishing there? Well, people seem to have the best success there fishing the shallows. It's a different world over there. But when I went over there, white perch was the bait that done the best for me. They're easy to catch. They're real prevalent there, and it was a great bait. Well, Bumblebee says it's a quote from Forrest Gump. I ain't seen that movie in years. Michael McBride, that's a good idea. You know, here's the thing, Michael. That's a great idea. Billy Hamilton, if you're still watching, put your Instagram handle on there, and I'll try messaging you through there and see if it shows up. That may be the best way for me to get in touch with you. I'll try to keep an eye out here for Billy as it pops up. That's a good idea. Michael McBride, he's hit a home run with that idea. Josh M says, me and my two sons love catfishing. My youngest son, 9, caught a 25-pound flathead a couple weeks ago. That's awesome, man. I wish I knew your son's name. I'd shout him out on here. Tyler Straub says, I'm watching your live stream and a live stream in OBX with two guys surf fishing. Headed there next week. They aren't catching anything either. I hope you have a good trip, man. I'm hoping to get over there too when I get things straightened out with Roscoe. I'm gonna try to go over there and fish with Steve Sharon at Venture Outdoors and Elias V. Justin Worley, he's working and watching me. There's Billy Hamilton back. Yeah, Billy, let me know your screen name on there and I'll try reaching out to you. Josh M said his son's name's Dawson. Well, shout out to you, Dawson. Congrats on that big fish, buddy. Here's Jackson back, everybody. Jack Fishing TV. He says, can't wait to go catfishing this weekend and hopefully land a giant. Also, have you ever chummed the water for catfish? Well, thank you, Jackson. Thank you for the super chat. I hope you have a better trip than what I've had out here this morning. I don't ever chum. I mean, other than just tossing scrap pieces of bait over, because I should have chummed today, obviously. But, you know, I just feel like it ain't really necessary. If I put my baits where they need to be, I'm gonna catch fish regardless. Myron High says, what branded model is your life jacket camera that you normally use? It's a Sony. I use these Sony action cams right here. I used to use the AS15 and 30 models. When I replaced them because I went overboard there a few months back, I got these AS20 models. These are old. You get them on eBay, but they get the job done. I think that's like a 2012 model, but it serves the purpose. I'm glad I ain't buffering still. That's all we needs to be. Buffering and cell phone problems. Bumblebee, yes. He said if you hang 4 baits in a 10-foot circle, that is chum. I totally agree. I got so many baits out so close together that it's pretty much just one big chum area here. Okay, here it is. Billy Hamilton 495. I will look you up today, sir. I'll definitely be in contact with you. Thank you for that. And thank you again for yesterday, Billy. Here's Matthew Frey, $15. Thank you, Matthew. He said, LOL, your last edited video you said about the weird nostrils on that one catfish, then you said you've seen people at Walmart like that. LMAO, that cracked me up, just trying to make you laugh. Well, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. That fish did have a weird nose, didn't it? I mean, its nostrils, I wonder if it hadn't been caught before maybe and it kind of messed them up, but that was a weird looking fish, and there are definitely some weird looking people at the Walmart. I had to go in there the other day. I hate going to Walmart, but I had to go in. And every time I do, I'm like, how do these people function? I see the people in the Walmart in real world that I used to see come into the ER all the time. It's the same people. Justin Worley says, top of the drop. Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Justin. If this don't pan out down here at the bottom, we're going to start drifting. We're going to give it just a few minutes, and we'll start working our way down this ledge. We can't do any worse doing that. I'm not really seeing a whole lot on the graph here. It's just been a slow morning. It's been a dud out here today. Tim Zazimski says, with colored hair and pajamas at the Walmart. Ain't that the truth, man? These people, they go to Walmart wearing stuff that I wouldn't wear to bed. Riot says, what profession in the medical field? I was a nurse. I was a registered nurse. Worked ER before this whole YouTube thing. Oh, Billy, I appreciate it, man. You've given me enough, believe me. Josh Mathis says, my 5-year-old Bobo says hello. Well, hello, Bobo. Bipper Baits, $5. Thank you. He said, would you switch back to marabou jigs with strong hooks, or are you converted to magnets and gulps? I would switch back to the marabous with stronger hooks. Yeah, totally. It's just the, you know, if you buy a hand-tied jig, they're just more expensive. It works out cheaper just to use better quality jig heads and plastics than the marabou jigs for me. Them cheap Walmart jigs that I used for skipjacks for years, they're just garbage anymore. The hooks have gotten so bad on them, you can't keep anything hooked. So that's why I switched over to the crappie magnets for catching skipjack. Havoc Master 69 back with $5. Thank you, Havoc Master. He said, don't get discouraged. You have almost 600 watching. Better than being in the ER. We're here because we like your show, fish or no fish. Well, thank you, Havoc Master. That's nice of you. It is hard to believe we've got 600 people watching me struggle out here today. These fish out here somewhere. They didn't just leave, but I don't know where the hell they at. I'm glad my phone is still functioning, though. I don't know what went wrong with the microphone, the battery charger. Who knows? Technical issues. Technical difficulties. That's the name of the game today. We have had problems out here, but we're going to get it together. Willis Kopp said, things must be different where you're working. The jail would turn us away until a drunk was medically cleared at the ER. He would buy the ER staff McDonald. That was nice of you, man. Yeah, I think it varies. I've worked in various states as a travel nurse, and some jails have their own medical staff. It just depends on the jail. Some places we would get drunks all the time, and other places we hardly ever got them unless they just had an injury or something. Tom Inn's here with $30, everybody. He says, sorry I'm late, buddy. You ain't missed a thing today. You ain't missed a thing. Technical difficulties is what you've missed today. Here's Glenn Cunningham, $5. Thank you, Glenn. Zachary Blanco says, new technology, it's crap. I agree. I like my old Sony cameras. They don't fail me. Oh, here we go. Counts 012 says, how did the Vols do at their game this weekend? Kick a man while he's down today, this morning. Kick a man while he's down, why don't you? Well, we ain't got nothing going on up here, y'all. I forgot to look at the clock as to when we got moved up here. There ain't much that happening on that graph right now, y'all. I'm gonna get me a drink here a second, y'all. Bear with me. I'm a little parched from talking to you all today. I got my great value water here with the grape packets in there. Keep myself hydrated out here while I'm not catching fish with you all. Get me a big gulp here and we'll be back in business. All right. I'll tell you what, let's do. I know we just got here, but we're just going to come off spot lock. We're going to start drifting. I got just a little bit of a breeze here blowing down river, so we're going to just work our way down this ledge a little bit. We've sat still all morning. Maybe getting a moving bait. Maybe that'll help our cause a little bit. It can't hurt us. Bumblebee Junction here. He says, let me scroll up here. Okay, there's Glenn's. What's that chunk of wood by the measuring board? So this, I made me a trough, a homemade trough. When I got a fish on the board, I can shove their pectoral fin down in that slot and hold them steady. And it just kind of spans my board a little bit. That board's 10 inches wide, and that gives me an extra couple inches for the really big fish. Because sometimes when you measure and fish for a tournament and you got boat wake, the fish will be sliding back and forth on the board, and that kind of helps just keep them locked in place. Hard to get pictures on them fish sometimes when the waters are rocking out there. Ruger 7750, he says, were you ever uneasy when you first started kayak fishing, especially in deep water? A little bit. That was mainly because the first kayak I had was a piece of junk, man. It was one of them Dick's Sporting Goods kayaks that was very unstable. So it was a little sketchy at times, but not because of kayak fishing per se. It was just because of the poor quality kayak. Here's Riot with $5. He says, since you can't catch a gollywhopper today. Well, thanks. Your donation there is a nice consolation prize. Tom in $5. He says he likes bloopers. Buddy, you've missed some today, Tom. Tavares Jones says, so far the technical difficulties are the best part. That's the truth. That's the only action we've had today is bloopers. One small flathead and one small blue. Billy Hamilton, $90. Billy, you didn't have to do that, buddy. He said, that's all I can do today. You sound really down. Hope this will cheer you up. Oh, don't pay no attention to me, Billy. I'm fine. I got a little frustrated earlier with the technical difficulties, but we're good. Thank you for that donation, though, Billy. You have done way too much for me these yesterday and the last live stream, too. Y'all, Billy's given me about $1,000 in the last 3 streams here now. You've done way too much for me, Billy. Hell, I'm out here today at $679 in Super Chats and ain't got but 2 small fish. So, I appreciate it. Hey, look right here, folks. Don Bostic. He says, good to know you like Sony. You might have a Sony employee watching. Well, Don, if you are a Sony employee, I could use that 10% employee discount you got there, buddy. Hook me up. Jeff Gerald says, how do you deploy your trolling motor after you launch? Seen a video or a guy rig extra string to press the release. Jeff, yeah, I actually have a video coming out. What's the day? Tuesday? I think it'll come out Thursday of me demonstrating in that video how I do it, but I'll show you here now. I've rigged me 2 pull cords. I got me some paracord. Well, my thing's here under the board, but this cord here pulls that handle down, and I've got another cord that pulls the motor up. And so that's how I do it. That's how I raise and lower the motor while on the water. Now, it's a little bit of a challenge if you get weeds in your prop or something like that. You got to go to shore, because even once you pull the motor up, your prop is sitting out there off the front of your kayak, so you can't really get to it. But those pull cords, just DIY'd it together. I drilled a hole in that latch and run the pull cord up. So then when I pull it, it pulls it down. And the other one, I just drilled a hole through the collar up there on the motor so I could tie the other paracord. But that's the best system I found with this particular motor. But that'll be in Thursday's video. I'll demonstrate it like actually out on the water. We got Mike Leiter back with $5 here, y'all. He said, if it makes you feel any better, I'm a Colorado State fan, and we lost to Vanderbilt this past weekend. You can't do much worse than that. Well, we've lost to Vanderbilt in recent years too, so I can't say much, Mike. But Vanderbilt is pretty bad this year. They got beat by East Tennessee State, paid them $400,000 to lose to them. Tom in. He said, there's Billy. Yep. Billy's back today, Tom. Terry Sweeney says, sorry, Justin, I have to leave your live stream for Louder with Crowder. Well, get the hell on then. If you like them better than me, go on. I ain't stopping you. Barry Black, $5. Thank you, Barry. Appreciate that. Billy Hamilton says, anytime I'm live, he'll be donating. Man, you ain't got to do that, though. I don't want you to spend that much on me. Don Bostic says, I'll see what I can do. I need to get more live stream guys promoting Sony. I'll tell you what, man, I'm open for business with Sony. They want to hook me up. I am open for business. I like their cameras. I like the Sony action cams better than the GoPros. Everybody I know that has used GoPros, and most YouTubers do, but everybody I know has had problems with them. They have audio problems, like they'll get home and they won't have any audio on the video, or they'll freeze up all the time, or just constant problems. And the Sonys, other than just overheating when it's 90 degrees out, and all cameras have problems. Hell, I held my iPhone in a recent live stream overheated when it was real hot out. Other than that, I've never had any problems with the Sonys, so I like them. Here's Matthew Frey back with $25. Thank you, Matthew. He said a guy at work said he caught a 27-inch smallmouth. Yeah, I said, I'll believe that when I see it. I said, wow, I've been fishing the Susquehanna 25 years and my best was around 6 pounds and 22.5 inches. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever heard of a 27-inch smallmouth. That would be huge. I'm gonna call BS on that till I see it. Josh M said Tennessee never should have fired Fulmer. Yeah, I think they might have should have fired him a couple years before they did. I think that was the problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, y'all. Frederick Gildrich has been deleted by Kayak Mike now. Frederick's about to take the walk of shame, everybody. Catfishing ain't easy, says, can you stand up? I could. I don't know why you want me to, unless you want to look at my butt or something. Tom N, $5 says, how deep are we currently at? Have we tried anything shallow? Currently, we're at 59 feet. I'm working down a ledge here. Right now, I'm going to just drift for a little while. See if we can get a fish on the moving bait. Being spotlocked out here this morning ain't done us worth a diddly doo-doo, so. I got a light breeze out here. It's blowing downriver. It's perfect. And so it's just got us barely moving. And so I'm just going to use the electric motor here to keep me up here on this ledge right where I want to be. And we're just going to drift down through here a spell. And maybe we get bit, maybe we don't. We can't do any worse with it. Oh boy. Old Frederick, he's gone. He was hidden by Mud Tramp. Becca done knocked him out. Good. Matthew Frey says, what do you think about a 27-incher? That'd be at least 11 pounds. Yeah, man. Matthew Frey, thank you for that donation. I've never heard of a 27-inch smallmouth. I mean, I guess it's possible. That's a big largemouth, but smallmouth are usually a little smaller. I'd have to see it to believe it. Yeah, there's Keith. Bye-bye, Frederick. Yeah, Frederick, he's gone for life, y'all. He don't ever come back. Let me click on. Okay, yeah, I just want to make sure they had hid Frederick permanently. Frederick's gone for life. K&K Fishing Adventures, Callie back with $5. She says, I use 4 different cameras for my videos. Only issue I have with my GoPro is forgetting to turn it on. I've done that before too, Kelly. Be talking into the camera and the damn thing ain't running. Billy Hamilton says, I'd be a mean moderator. You're hired, Billy. That's what I need. I need some mean moderators. Becca's nice. She shows mercy on people. I don't. Philip H says he catches a lot of 6 to 8 inch smallmouth on the gulps. Yeah, I catch a lot of really small ones too. Tony Goodman says thumbs up to my moderators. Absolutely. I got me about 10 or 15 moderators now, and they all do a phenomenal job. I don't pay a single one of them, but they do an amazing job keeping this chat box looking good for me. Y'all, we drifting. I ain't seeing a damn thing on the graph, man. Not a thing. It's been tough out here this morning, y'all. I'm telling you. The last 2 trips out to this area recently here have been great. Caught some really good fish, but today, struggle bus here today. Count says, have you ever tried chicken? I use it for small fish. I do not use it for big fish. Never caught a big one on it. I try to use baits that are swimming naturally here in the water. Yeah, everybody's wanting me to hire Billy. Let me scroll. We'll just hire him right now. I think I can do it here on the... I may have to do it from the main computer. Let me see if I can click on him. Oh, yeah, here it is. There it is. Billy Hamilton is now a moderator. You're hired, Billy. Ain't that something? Billy has paid me money and I have hired him. What a world we live in. Yeah, Billy Hamlin, he says he wouldn't show mercy to anyone that's mean to me in any way. Good. Good. He's the perfect moderator. Cowboy says, Cowboy from Vegas, man. He says, thanks for not having a potty mouth. Boy, if you knew me in real life, Cowboy, you wouldn't like me. I got a potty mouth like you wouldn't believe. Dakota Hutchins, have you done a video of your knots and stuff like that? No, I typed some in out here. I'll type some in. I tied some earlier when I had to retie, but I don't have any knot videos. That's more of a Dieter Melhorn type thing. I'll try to post videos of catching fish, although not today. Jason Frederick says, I need to use the old here fishy fishy call. I'm about to get in that water and swim down there and try to find them. Becca says she's not as merciful as I think. I don't know, Becca. You seem pretty nice to me. Seem like a pretty good woman. Rob H is in the house, y'all. Says, good morning. Thank you, Rob. Glad to have you here. Rob bought one of my hooks there on the eBay. I'm real thankful to him. That's in the mail. Jared O says, so Billy has set the price for becoming a moderator at $1,000. Yeah, that's the going rate now, buddy. Josh M said, Don Bostic posted his email for you. I think you missed it. I did miss it. I'll go back after this stream is over and scroll through and find it there. Glad he reached out. He's a good connection to have there to Sony. I'd like to have me a Sony connection. That's what I'd like to do. I got the Catfish Sumo sponsorship deal. If I get me a camera deal, a clothing deal, and a truck deal, I'd be set. I'd be making then. I wouldn't have to rely on YouTube at all. And people behind me's leaving back here, y'all. Good. I can actually feel comfortable talking to the camera again without a live audience. We got another one over here. He's out there in the main channel. I doubt he can hear me that far away. I'm glad these people behind me leaving though. Always throws me off when there's an audience around. Michael TH55 says I need a kayak deal too. Yeah, I got a deal with Old Town. I've got a deal. They have given me kayaks in the past to use them in the videos and stuff, but you know, the thing about kayaks, I don't really have to switch very often, so you know, I don't need a kayak very often. A truck deal would be better for me because my car's got 200-something thousand miles on it, and about that time, and I see these Toyota. Yeah, good. Them people's out of here. Yeah, I ain't got nobody else around me. I can talk again, y'all. I can be comfortable on screen. But I was saying about my car, 200-something thousand miles. I need a truck deal. And I see these guys fishing the Bassmaster Tour. Ain't none of them got any social media following at all. And Toyota's giving them all a truck. And I'm thinking, you know, I'd be a better investment for Toyota than them Bassmaster guys that ain't got no following. So trying to figure out who you need to email and how do you get a free truck when nobody can even get trucks to sell is the other problem. The microchip problem, nobody's got any inventory. Well, I've missed a bunch of comments here. These things are scrolling. There's Billy Hamilton. Just as a surprise coming in the next live stream. Two strokes are better than four. Just joined in. Have you done any good this morning? Buddy, I've had a struggle out here this morning. We have gotten two fish, one small flathead, one small blue. We've had about 6 malfunctions between technical problems, microphone, battery charger. We buffered a little while. Not been a great morning on that, but I've had fun interacting with you all. It's been great on the interaction. We got 600 and something people watching. That's pretty awesome. David Chappell, I don't know how to say your name, David. Hey, $5 though, thank you. He said, thanks for the advice on equipment and technique for ultralight fishing. The 11.5-inch red ear sunfish I caught this weekend was a blast on 2-pound line. Man, I bet that was. That would be fun. I love catching them, we call them shell crackers here. They're a fun time, man. I catch more of them in the winter. I don't get a lot of them this time of year. I don't know where they go. But my video that's going to come out tomorrow, my regular scheduled video, I caught what I think was a hybrid of some kind, bluegill. It was over 9 inches, and that was a handful, man. It was awesome. I can imagine what that 11.5-inch did for you. Here's John Boat Morava back, $10. Thank you. There, he said, hello, fine sir. Slept through this one. Now that I'm here, you can hook the biggest of the day. You definitely changed Toyota for the best. Well, thank you. I hope you bring us some luck here, John Boat Morava. I ain't had much this morning. There's Jackson back, Jack Fishing TV, $9.99. He says, I messaged you on Instagram, 850 Griffin, and you're making work very tolerable. Well, thank you. I ain't got no Instagram messages lately. I think it's because of my settings. They must be going to some folder or something. I don't know. I think my Facebook messages, like people who message my personal page, I think those go to a folder now. I don't think I ever even see them. Bumblebee Junction telling lies up in here. Thomas King says, since I almost missed you yesterday, I'll ask my question again. How much time do you put into a spot before you quit fishing it? Apparently too damn long today is the answer to that. To answer your question, though, it really depends on the spot and how confident I am. You know, in the live streams it's tough because I want to catch fish, obviously, which we haven't done much of today. But on a normal fishing trip, if I'm set up in a creek mouth, for instance, where I know fish could be going through at any given time, like if I was out here fishing this area this morning, what I would probably do, listen, I am fishing this area this morning, but if I was out here in a regular video and I was fishing this spot that we're on here by this island, I would set up at the top of that drop, 30 foot or so, where that little channel comes through. And I would sit there for the duration of the trip, whether I was fishing 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever. I'd put in the whole time there on that spot because fish could work through there at any given time. Now, if it's a spot like a, maybe a rock pile on a ledge, well, there's either fish there or there's not. And so I won't give spots like that nearly as long. I'll do 30 minutes or so. And if I don't get bit, well, there just ain't fish there on that particular day. So it really depends on the type of spot as far as how long I'm willing to put into an area. That was a good question, by the way. Scroll on down here. He says it's pronounced, David says it's pronounced chapel. All right. Well, I knew if I named off a bunch of pronunciations, we'd eventually get one right. Tommy in $5. He says, I never own a 1-inch smelt color gulp minnow until I learned that from you. I catch bait when the cast net isn't working. Thank you. Well, I'm glad it's working out for you, Tom. There's Sandra Hillary, $100. Sandra's in the house, everybody. What time? It's 10 o'clock. You're here early, Sandra. Sandra takes her lunch breaks at 11 o'clock. She's working for Microsoft. I need to get a deal with her too. Sandra, thanks for the donation. I've had all kinds of technical difficulties today. I could use somebody with computer skills like you to get me straightened out this morning. Here's Jay Hayes. He said, be cool to get a shout out, man. Tomorrow's my 35th birthday and I watch you all the time. Well, Jay Hayes, happy birthday a day early. Hope you have an awesome day and get a bunch of good presents, man. Thank you for watching today. Keith Reed says, when you caught that big spoonbill cat by the tail, that was my favorite catch. That's probably my all-time favorite catch too. That was an awesome experience. Here's Becca. Becca's back with another $111, everybody. Lord, Becca, you've hit me twice today now. Plus, she's been blocking people for me. Thank you, Becca. She says, shaking pom-poms, time for a fish. Let's get her done. Don't ever give up until you've won. Come on, fish, take them down. Make Mr. Justin go round and round. Reel them fast, reel them slow. Come on, Justin, go, go, go. Becca, was you a cheerleader in high school or college? Becca's got some cheerleading seconds. Thank you for that, Becca. Tell you, she's positive, everybody. She's the most positive person on all of YouTube. MCP Gaming Bro says, my wife Sierra just gave birth the other day. Well, congratulations, and I'm sorry, whichever's most appropriate. I don't know if it was a planned pregnancy. Congratulations. If it was an accident and now you got a kid for 18 years you wasn't expecting, I'm sorry. Tyler goes fishing. Any good ones yet? Not today, buddy. We've struggled out here today. I got a flathead and a blue, and neither one of them is worth bragging about. Sandra, she says, caught a plico a few days ago. What a fight. I don't even know what that is, Sandra. It must be one of them saltwater fish. Sandra's down there in Florida. She's down there on the coast. Here's Bipper Bates, $5. Thank you, Bipper. He said, if you want free custom marabou jigs, I'd be happy to make them for you. What colors and weights do you like, and how can I get a shipping address? Well, thank you for that offer. God, I hate to give my P.O. box address on here because I'll be getting a bunch of stuff. The post office will get mad at me. Are you on Instagram, Bipper Bates? Maybe I can reach out to you. People can't seem to message me through there, but I might message you on there. As far as color, I like solid white on my skipjack. And 1/8 and 1/32 is what I normally do. Just solid whites. Hey, L-Stand's in the house, everybody. Chunky Cats. Chunky Cats, man. Your live streams go off without a hitch every time. Chunky Cats is dialed in on the live stream. I have struggled out here today, Chunky Cats. I've had technical difficulties all morning long. I need you to write a book. Write an ebook, Chunky Cats. I'm going to read it. Epic Catfish in the house. What's going on, buddy? Becca says, yes, sir, I was, but the biggest tomboy you ever seen. I knew Becca had to be a cheerleader with the saying she comes up with. I knew. Sandra says, Plecostomus. I ain't never heard of that one. She's got a link there. I'd be afraid to click on that link right now, Sandra. I'm liable to lose the whole stream. I've struggled enough out here with that this morning. Derek Stein says, we need a Chunky and Kayak Catfish video live stream. I agree with that, Derek. We need to make that happen sometime. I think I'd be up for it. Vital Heating and Airs has ever heard of anyone using thumpers for catfish? I have not. I don't know what a thumper is. Randall says plecos are algae eaters. Okay. Nick Henderson, Justin, when are you coming to Lake Murray? No. I'm hoping to get to South Carolina at some point this fall. I was hoping to already get over there, but with everything going on with my dog, it's kind of it's limited my traveling ability right now. But I'm hoping to get over there at some point this fall. I don't know if I'll do Lake Murray or Hartwell, or I'll definitely do Santee Cooper for sure. Y'all, for those of you tuning in, I'm drifting right now, 0.2 miles an hour. Spot lock a couple different places this morning. Didn't do worth a diddly poo. So we're just mixing things up. We're trying. We're out here just grinding this morning. We're at 164 minutes on this thing. So it's been trouble. It's been a troubling day out here, to say the least, for the fish. Chad Young's from Canada, everybody. Hello to the great north. Thanks for tuning in. Daniel Durant says, Justin, have you ever lost a rod due to tons of fish? I've knocked some of them overboard before. I fumble-fingered some rods overboard. Had fish knock them overboard. Somebody said, Keith said, bye-bye Crappie King. I don't know where he's going. John Boat Morava says, what's the condition of Boss Man Roscoe? Yeah, not really good news to tell you on Roscoe. I mentioned him there earlier in the stream, but he's had a rough go of it the last few days. Chemo's been hard on him. We're just trying to get through, give this chemo a little time to work, and hopefully have an improvement. If not, we're going to have to make some tough decisions with him. Ain't going well for the little guy. Craig Latham, so can you give any advice on starting a YouTube channel? Best advice I could give you, Craig, is just be yourself. Do what you love to do. Everybody in this world is good at something or is passionate and energetic about something. And if you just take that passion and excitement, enthusiasm, and share it with other people, you're going to be successful. Regardless of how your channel turns out, not all YouTube channels are going to make money. But even if you don't make money at YouTube, just putting your content out there of whatever it is that you enjoy doing, you're going to find a community of people who are like-minded. And so you're a winner either way. That'd be the best advice I could give you. Just be yourself and have fun. Brandon Coleman says, can you go live from Nickajack? I bet that would get you 1,000 viewers. I would like to. My cell phone service, the places I fished down there on Nickajack, has been terrible. I've had trouble. Like I've tried to upload stuff to like Instagram and TikTok while fishing on Nickajack, and it takes forever just because service is so bad. Here's Callie back with $5. She says, plecos, I don't know how to say it, are like fish in a fish tank that cling to the sides of the tank. Well, that's interesting. I know that type of fish you're talking about there, Callie. Thank you for that. Here's Sandra back with another $100. Wow, Sandra, thank you. She said, here's more money. Have you tried moon eye fish as bait? Sandra, I have not. I've heard, thank you for that donation, by the way. I have not tried moon eye. I've heard it's a really good bait. I know people who have used it, but around here, I don't know that we have a good population of moon eyes where I fish. If we do, I don't know where they're at or how to get them. But I know a lot of the people that fish up in Ohio, it seems to be a popular bait up there. Some of my Ohio friends have used them with success. Rufus Beards also had one pull your rod holder loose at one time. I think it was last year. Yes, yes, that was an interesting experience. So when I first got my Hobie kayak, I had mounted my rod holders. And so I've got them mounted here with these boards and used U-bolts here through the H-rail onto the boards. And when I first put these on, I didn't have the rod holder base bolted through to that board. I had them screwed in. Boy, what a mistake that was. The first good takedown I have ripped the whole rod holder, rod, everything went off. Now, thankfully, my back rod snagged my rod, and so I got it back. But I posted a clip of that there on Instagram. I never posted the YouTube video. I said people wouldn't believe that in a million years. They would think it was staged. But that was, I got lucky in that situation. Always bolt your rod holders on. Don't ever use screws. That's a pro tip right there. William Morse says, have you tried getting another phone and using the hotspot to boost your video from Nickajack? That may be a possibility, yeah. I'll make a try out that hotspot, maybe. Pisses me off that you got to have a hotspot to get cell phone service, though. Should not have to do that. I'll be able to get cell phone service anywhere you go. Daniel Durant says, any votes to make Roscoe the official login for the channel? He ought to be my logo. That's what he ought to be. I ought to get some t-shirts made with him, with his face on it. I had actually thought about doing a thing with Roscoe where we get some pictures made of me and him, and getting like a little, what do you call them, ink stamp, or you know what I'm talking about, them ink stamper things, you know. Get one of them and like doing some paw prints and having him autograph the picture and then me autograph the picture and do that. I thought that might be cool. I'd probably have the PETA people after me if I did it. But Sandra Hiller says, check for cell towers in the area and what ISP provider they are. Yeah, I don't know, Sandra. We got, I got AT&T. It sucks. I hope somebody from AT&T's watching, because I want them to know how bad it sucks. And I got friends that's got Verizon. It sucks for them too. I got AT&T because when you go to my parents' house, Verizon don't come in at all. Everybody with Verizon, they park at the end of the road because nobody can get service down there. Vital Heating and Air says, how far do you travel from the ramp? Today I'm a pretty good ways. Well, it's not that far, but in a kayak it's far because you can't go but just 4.5 miles an hour. So it took me about 30 minutes to get from the ramp out to where I'm fishing at today. So call it 2 miles probably. Sandra's got T-Mobile, everybody. Sandra probably ain't got no service. Y'all, I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm drifting off where I need to be. Not that I'm going to catch any fish over here anyway, but we're going to try to sneak over here to this ledge here. I like being on the edges here, and I've drifted way off here. We're going to get over here on this side and get over here closer to it. And probably what I'm going to do, the wind was kind of pushing me along, 0.2, 0.3. It was doing nice, but it's slacked off here. So what we may do is just use the motor and set our speed about 0.5 mile an hour and start trolling down through here. I ain't got enough current to drift with. It's been rough out here today though. If you're just tuning in, we got one small flathead, one small blue. That's 2 days in a row on the live stream. Yesterday morning before I went live, I had a great trip. It was a phenomenal trip. Went live thinking the bite was going to continue. It didn't. Came out here today hoping to take advantage of the morning bite again. Hasn't happened. It's been tough. Today would be one of those trips. If I was filming a regular video, it'd never make it to YouTube. Wouldn't be worth watching. But being live, it's been nice having somebody to chat with out here. You all have been great. Let me get repositioned here, y'all, and I'm going to get back to the chat. So I've moved my way back over here to the edge of this ledge. And I'm going to turn around here, and we're going to start trolling down it a little ways. I'm going to set my speed about 0.5 mile an hour, and we'll just cruise it. Because being spot locked earlier, we just was not getting bit. Fish were not there. And so we can't do any worse getting on the move. At least we can cover some water trolling. All right, we're back in business here. I'll see some super chats pop up here. Let's see what we got going on. Where'd that at? Tommy in $5. Thank you, Tom. He said, I wonder if there's a cheap mobile booster that would help in spotty coverage areas. I need to look into that. I'd be better off spending my money on that than a microphone, apparently. That microphone today did not work out for me. Sandra says she works remote from home, uses her phone as a hotspot when her internet is down because of the weather. It's got to be nice working from home. If I was still in the regular workforce, I'd like to work from home. I sure don't want to go back and be around people again out in the real world. Here's Carolina Paylaker, $4.99 super sticker. Well, thank you for that. I hope you're not an actual Paylaker. We don't like Paylakers around these parts. Michael Butler's in trouble. He's had a message deleted by Becca. You get him out of here, Becca, if he needs to go. Make sure he don't come back. Yep, Michael Butler's gone. He's Michael Butler, hidden by Bumblebee and timed out by Becca. Michael Butler's causing problems here. Let me find Michael Belt here and just make sure that he's been, yeah, he's been permanently blocked. Good. Good riddance to him. Joseph the Fisherman, $4.99. Thank you, Joseph. He says, hey, Justin, thanks for all the tips you give. I caught my first fish the other day on the kayak using a brim head. Well, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. I hope it's the first of many. Tyler Goes Fishing says, you should still post the videos of the mediocre fishing days. It's realistic. We still enjoy them. Well, I would like to. But when you post in regularly edited videos, those videos aren't so much for the regular audience as it is for the masses. You gotta have a video that it's going to get a lot of views. And most of my views are, over 70% of my views come from people who are not subscribed. It's just people who see my video, they click on it and watch it. You know, it shows up on their homepage or their recommendation page. And those people, you want to have quality content put out. You want to be catching some fish, because ultimately that 70% of people that's not subscribed, you want to convert them into subscribers. And so if you're posting videos from trips that aren't any good, the likelihood of them sticking around or ever coming back is very slim. So it's hard to justify posting those kinds of videos, unfortunately. Daniel Duran says he don't like when someone comes into your live stream and talks trash. They should never join the stream. Yeah, there's all kinds of jerks out there that want to disrupt things. That's unfortunate. You should see the stuff that comes across the regular videos, man. I've had all kinds of stuff, from threats to being called every kind of name possible. I mean, it's just amazing. People are pathetic. I've wished so many bad things on people like that. Well, Casey Couch, I hope you get to feeling better, man. Casey's been sick. Epic Catfish still here. Catfish and crappie in the house. Sam Rayburn, he says another channel he watches says about 80% of his viewers aren't subscribed. Yeah, that's the sign of a healthy channel, is if you want most of your viewers to be non-subscribers, because what that means is you're getting new viewers. That means YouTube is pushing your content out there to the masses, and so that's a good sign. If your channel flip-flops, if you get to where the bulk of your views are coming from subscribers, your channel's in the crapper, and it's hard to recover from that. In the wintertime, my channel I'll go down about 65-35, non-subscribed to subscribed. But that's just because it's wintertime and you know, views for fishing channels, the fishing channels aren't being searched on YouTube. So YouTube don't push those videos as much in the wintertime. I'm gonna try something here, y'all. I got me some new shades. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I had a tip. I wish I could give them a shout out. I don't remember who it was. Somebody told me in a recent live stream where I was struggling to see, they said, get you some non-polarized sunglasses and you'll be able to see the screen and protect your eyes. I thought, I'll try it. I got me some new shades at the Walmart the other day. That's why I went to Walmart for, get me some shades. The non-polarized, I can see. I can see my screen right now. It's amazing. This is going to be so much better. This is better improvement. These $9.99 sunglasses is a better upgrade to the live stream for me than that $400 microphone. Hell with that microphone. It's getting returned. Back to Amazon it goes. Chad Wright says he hasn't missed a video. He's part of the 30%. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've got, you know, my views about 30% subscribed. And of that 30%, there's probably a couple thousand people that watch regularly. I mean, like, you know, at least every week. And so I've got a pretty loyal following. It's pretty surprising to me. But it's kind of one of them situations, you know, I want to put out content regularly for people. But at the same time, too, I want to maximize my views. And so in the summer months here, I've been cranking out the content. You know, I've been putting out 5 videos a week here for a while. And it's okay to do that in the summer when YouTube's pushing your videos because, you know, the masses are watching, so every video has a chance at being a home run. When you get on into now the fall and winter, you kind of, when you put out videos back to back, like consecutive days, you kind of cannibalize some of your views from some of your part-time watchers. You know, they might watch 1 or 2 videos a week, but they're not going to necessarily watch 5 videos a week from you. So in that situation, it's kind of best for views if I space my videos out like every second or third day. So I may cut back here in the coming weeks. I'm not going to stop fishing any less, but, you know, cut back on the number of videos that I'm putting out. Oh, we got another person that's been blocked here. Good. We may not catch no fish today, but by God, we're gonna block some people. I lost my spot here now. Where'd I go? Thought of another super chat. Yeah, here we go. SF Outdoors says PA-14 or Old Town Autopilot for trophy blues. I'm having trouble with big blues on Kerr Lake, dragging and suspending baits. Well, I feel your pain. I'm having trouble with the blues right now too. As far as the PA-14 or Old Town, I'd recommend you try them out both. They're both great kayaks for different reasons. I got rid of my Old Town Autopilot, not because I didn't like the kayak. I did. The motor noise was just so loud. It was annoying me out there on the water, and the audience hated it. I got so many complaints on that noise, so I tried this motor. That's a Motor Guide XI3 on the Hobie, and so it's quiet and people seem to like it better. So I'm sticking with this setup for now as far as my motorized kayak goes. But this kayak is not as stable as the Old Town, and you don't have as much floor space in this kayak as you do the Old Town. So they both got their pros and cons, and I just recommend you try them out both and just see which one you like the best, just to see what's going to be best suits your needs. Lord, we got some more people getting hidden here. We got some trolls up in here today. Yeah, we getting, yeah, we got some people in here causing problems, buddy. Block them permanently, y'all. Block them permanently. Let's see who this guy. Let me click on him just to make sure. Okay, we'll see. I trust my moderator's judgment here. Yeah, here's somebody else talking about the troll. It's distracting now. These people like to get in here and cause problems. They ain't got no life. They ain't got no women. They living in their mama's basements. They just pathetic. They get out here and try to disrupt us while we're having fun. We'd have more fun if we caught some fish out here today. It's been a struggle today, y'all. This is embarrassing, really. I'll come out here. Didn't know exactly where I was going to fish at today, but I hit this spot yesterday, and I did so well yesterday morning before I went live. I was like, I want to come back out here and go live right at dawn, you know, right at first thing, and we'll really get on some fish, and it just hasn't happened. Wherever these fish are at in this area, they gone. I ain't seen nothing on the graph. I ain't even getting dink taps out here right now. Kayak Mike says, I didn't ban him, just removed the message. I've seen the word Pay Lake, message gets deleted. Yeah, Pay Lakers, y'all, I know some of yous out there, there are some good Pay Lakes that just stock like channel cats and stuff. But y'all, I'm all about conservation of these big catfish. And Pay Lakers are scum of the earth as far as I'm concerned. They come in here, they catch our big fish with commercial gear oftentimes. They put out their nets and stuff at night. They catch our fish. They take them to these Pay Lakes up in Ohio, Kentucky and stuff, and they sell them up there for a few dollars a pound. And meanwhile, these fish that were in public waters are now gone. And it takes a long time to grow a catfish to trophy sizes. If you get a fish that's, you know, 30 pounds and up, That is an old fish. You can't just replace those fish like that. And so when these commercial guys or people that's just doing regular fish and they throw them in their live well and go sell them, that's fish that won't be caught by anybody ever again other than at some stupid ass pay lake for their little gambling operation they got going on. So you talk about pay laking on my channel, I don't care if you mean it bad or not, we don't approve of it here. And so that's just the way it is. If you don't like it, tough break. That's just, I set that standard. So I want people to watch. I want people to enjoy me, even from different walks of life and different backgrounds. But there's certain things I got to draw the line on. And if you're in here talking about pay lakes, I just can't allow that. Was Russ St. Pierre? I'm having trouble. Man, my glasses now. I think it's a lighting issue now. He says, do you actually know who watches as far as names? Not really. No, I don't know. Unless they comment, I don't know who watches. Now, I will get a thing on my YouTube studio where I go to upload videos. It'll say like recent subscribers, and you can see who's subscribed if their subscriber information is public. Like me, I've got mine turned off where it's private. So like if I'm subscribed to a channel, they can't see that I'm subscribed. But otherwise, no, I don't know who watches. Let me see if I can find some more here. Oh my goodness, y'all. I had a tap there. That green sunfish got livelier. He got hit one. That's a sight for sore eyes, man. It's been such a lousy day of fishing. Today would not have made a regular video. I thought we might get lucky here. How bad is it when I'm just happy? Earlier this morning, we first started, I had some dink taps and I was hitting my rods, you know, trying to get them to go away. We didn't want to catch them dinks. Now I'd be happy to get a dink just to get something on the video. Vital heating and air, you asked that question earlier and I answered it earlier, so I don't know why you wasn't listening. Here's Stephen Griffin, $5. Thank you, Stephen. He says, entertaining day today, Justin. Is Carolina rig your preferred rig for bank fishing as well? I've tried a Kentucky rig, but haven't had as much success. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, the Carolina rig, I use that when I'm fishing from the bank too. I actually prefer the knocker rig while I'm suspending baits. We hooked up here. And I was using that knocker rig on video a few years ago, but I kept getting so many questions about it. Nobody questions the Carolina rig. Everybody questions the knocker rig. And I got tired of answering the questions, so I was like, I'm just going to go back to switching or using the Carolina rig again. Oh, well, I'll quit getting asked so many questions. But the Carolina rig works good for whether you're casting baits out, suspending, or whatever. Y'all, this one here ate a live green sunfish. He's about as big as the bait, but it's a bite, doggone it. And again, those have been few and far in between today. If you're new to the live stream, if you've tuned in late, all you've missed today is technical difficulties and a couple small fish about this size. I think that flathead I got was probably the biggest of the morning, and he wasn't very big. There he is, little old thing. Get out of here, Blue Kitty. Well, let's put us another live bait on, why don't we? Let's see if we can catch us another one here. These live baits, whatever I've got left. And oh, by the way, catfishsumo.com, coupon code Kayak there for all your fishing needs. Save you 10% in free shipping. I'm going to let go whatever baits I don't use today here, because I've got a whole cooler full of skipjack. So these live baits are getting to go home when I leave today. Where's that thing at? There. Well, he keeps getting out of my net. There he is. Got another sunfish that won't be going home because he is going on the hook. There he is. He's a lively little devil. Let's send him down. Go conjure us up a fish there, Green Sunny. I'll drop this down. I'm gonna get me a swig of my grape flavored water here. We'll just keep making our way down this ledge. Lord knows we can't do no worse on the way down through here than we've done anywhere else we've been today. I don't know what's been up today, man. We just can't even get the dink taps. It's like they've just disappeared. It may be a real active day. They may be up in the shallows, or they may just be shut down. I don't know. All right, back to it here. Let's see, I've missed some comments here. Lord, we got some more messages getting deleted here. We got some trolls up in here today, man. All right, there's Steven's comment. Let me scroll down to the next one. Tyler goes fishing, $5. Thank you, Tyler. He says, ever try the James River? I live in Richmond, Virginia. Some massive blues there. It's on the to-do list, buddy. I'm going to try to get up there at some point. Old Dan with Green Machine Outdoors lives up there, too. Catching some monsters. Let's see. Andrew Fry says, I use the knocker rig because I feel like the Carolina rig gets hung up more. It does. Yeah, that's one of the things I really liked about the knocker rig with your sinker being right there on the hook. If I do get snagged while I'm drifting or trolling, I can sit there and work that rod, and that sinker will sit there and hammer that hook and oftentimes work it free, whereas the Carolina rig, the sinker's hitting all around the hook. And so that was one of the things I really liked about it. But, you know, it's one of them things, it saves me time to use the Carolina rig. I'm gonna scroll up here. I had another super chat come through. Where'd it go? Boy, there's a lot of comments coming. There's Kayak Mike, $20. Thank you, Kayak Mike. He's paying me to work today. He's one of my moderators too. He says, for all the free advertising you've put out there for KCT in the past and future, we now have bank and kayak events, shameless self-pluggery. I gotta take my glasses off here to see it. Hit me up on Facebook. More shameless self-pluggery. Go sub to me too. There you go. I don't know why my non-polarized glasses, I'm having trouble seeing the screen now. Yeah, y'all, Kayak Mike there. He runs the Kayak Catfishing tournaments on Facebook. Those tournaments you've seen me fish recently, the slot tournaments, he doesn't do those anymore, but you've seen me fish those. He's a great tournament director. He gets you paid out quick. The rules are upfront and enforced appropriately amongst everybody. No favoritism like some groups have done in the past. And now he is doing bank fishing also, which is pretty neat. There's never been, to my knowledge anyway, a bank fishing tournament series. And he's putting that on, which is pretty cool. So check him out there. And also he has a YouTube channel, Kayak Mike. He's putting out a lot of catfishing content. So check him out there, give him a sub. Y'all will be seeing him here pretty soon. He's coming down to Tennessee, and he's going to be fishing with me. So you're going to be seeing him on my videos here soon. Yeah, we got people bickering in the comment box here. Yeah, people's hiding comments. Some people saying, why are they getting hidden? They didn't do nothing wrong. I don't know, people. Listen, that chat box is scrolling. When I got 500 plus people in there, I can't get to every comment. I can't read them all. I can't do it. I have to have moderators. I trust my moderator's opinion. Sometimes text comes across and it's, you know, misinterpreted. Things go wrong. I had a guy hooks and hammocks on here, regular viewer. He had gotten blocked on my channel. Don't know what he said. I don't know. It was probably just something, maybe a joke or a comment that was misinterpreted way back. All he had to do was reach out and say, hey, I've been blocked, don't know why. And I put him back on there. You know, I went through and found it. So that's all it takes. If somebody gets blocked by accident, we can fix it. But I would rather err on the side of blocking, because you know, when people come in here and disrupt the stream just to be a jerk, well, they take away from the show and it takes away from everybody else. And I don't get to everybody's comment anyway. And so, you know, it just takes away. I don't like people that disrupt the show. I have a hard time liking people anyway. And when people piss me off, I like them even less. We got Half Century Catfishing, $1.99. Thank you, sir. He says, catch a big 30-pound flathead. I'd settle for any flathead at this moment, buddy. It's struggle out here today. Bumblebee said he got blocked once, yeah. I don't know, did you get blocked? I seemed like I looked you up on there and couldn't. I know you said there on Facebook you couldn't comment, but when I looked you up, I couldn't find you. I couldn't find you on the blocked list. So I don't know what happened with that. Hooks and hammocks have definitely gotten blocked by accident somehow. Jeffrey Robertson says, how many on live and how many on cut bait today? 1 on the live bait and 2 on the cut bait, and none of them have been worth catching. Don Johnson says, nobody was being a jerk. Well, apparently a few people were earlier, or they wouldn't have got blocked. Or they were talking about pay lakes or something. DY says, yo, Justin, you have advice on winter fishing. You still catch the same amount of fish during the winter. I don't catch the same amount of fish in the winter. I suck during winter fishing, but there are some good days to be had. It really depends on the weather and the water temps. A lot of people in the winter times, you get some warm days and the backwaters kind of heat up a few degrees. You get all the bait working up in there. You can have some really good fishing in the shallows. If it gets really cold for a sustained amount of time, our water temps get down in those, around here, mid 40s is about as low as it goes. Low 40s sometimes during really cold years. But then the deeper holes turn into really good places too. But winter fishing, I'm not a good wintertime fisherman at all. I struggle during the winter. That's my least productive time. Yeah, Outdoor Steve says he does really good in the winter, yeah. Some people like fishing in the winter. I've had people tell me that's when they get their biggest fish and whatnot, and I've caught some big fish in the winter. But for me to go out and consistently catch fish, like, you know, when January, February rolls around, I may not post on YouTube at all come January, February, just because the ad rates are so bad But when I do, I can't put out 5 videos a week during January, February. I don't catch the fish. I might have one good day here and there, but it's not I know today's a bad example because I've stunk it up out here today, but most days in the warmer months, spring through fall, I can go out and just at least get some fish. Wherever I'm at, I can grind it out. I've very few skunk days, spring through fall, but in the wintertime, I have some skunk days. Green Machine Outdoors is live again. Yes, sir. I had some requests yesterday. So I said, what the heck? We'll just go live 2 days in a row, see how it happens. Fishing today's been bad, Dan. I ain't done worth a flip. Made $1,100 in super chats, looks like. It's been a good day financially. We've had technical difficulties from the microphone I bought. Spent $400 on a microphone. It's a piece of garbage. I've got a new battery pack. I don't know, it died. It's a piece of junk. We buffered out here. AT&T sucks. We've had some people get blocked in the chat box. They suck. But other than that, we've had a great day. We've had fun interacting with everybody. Old Dan Green Machine, he never gets skunked. He's always putting up 50-pounders in his kayak. I missed the super chat somewhere. Where'd it go? Billy Hamilton, another $40. Billy, you're killing me, man. He says, Justin, I'm thinking the shallows might be a good idea. Yeah, I'm thinking we couldn't do no worse than the shallows, but I'm gonna get out of here before that happens. We're gonna wrap this crap up here soon. I'm gonna go home with my tail tucked between my legs today. Tom in $5. Thank you, Tom. He said, would love your advice on a lake I normally fish Lake Brownwood in Texas. I suck at reading the contour map. Would love your input on that. I don't know anything about that lake. I don't even know what kind of a lake it is. But the Buck Perry structure books, man, you check those out. That'll teach you everything you want to know about reading a contour map. Those things are, Buck Perry was ahead of his time. He is the godfather of structure fishing. Green Machine says, just wait for Clint, Circle Hook Productions, next video to solve your audio issues. I've had audio issues today. We're going to just keep it simple from now on. We ain't doing no more external mics. We're going to keep it simple. Use the standard microphone and be able to keep my phone charging the whole time. What time is it here, y'all? Is it 11 o'clock yet? 10:59. I'm going to get out of here soon. It's been a lousy day. Sun's coming out now. It's getting hot. It's burning off all the fog. I don't know why the fishing was so bad today, y'all, but boy, it was. I was in the wrong place doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. I've stunk it up out here today, y'all. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. We've had 500-600 people pretty much for the start of this thing, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's made a lousy day of fishing more entertaining for sure, and I hope I entertained you all with my line tangles and my technical difficulties. Yeah, 10 a.m. in Clarksville, Tennessee there, yeah. I worked in Clarksville. I've pulled some, 2 contracts out there. There it was Gateway to Nova now there, the hospital there. I got some friends that still work out there. Good people out there in Clarksville. Here is, I don't know how to say your name here. Mick TR1, Mictor1 says, do you ultralight fish any lakes or ponds near you? If so, I would definitely like to see it. I ultralight fish all over. I typically go to Melton Hill just for variety, because when I'm catfishing, I fish Fort Loudon and Watts Bar so much that when I do go ultralight fishing, I typically go to Melton Hill just for a change of scenery. But yeah, ultralight, you catch fish everywhere. That's one of the nice things about fishing with the ultralight and the gulp, is it's just so productive. It's such a productive technique. You always catch fish. Should have been ultralight fishing today, apparently. Well, thank you, Wayne. That's a nice comment there, buddy. Appreciate that. Fishing with Steve Mosley says he's hoping he don't get skunked Friday. I hope you don't either, buddy. I hope you do well. Voodoo Catfishing says he's enjoyed chatting today. He's in Clarksville too. Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you for showing up today. Jared O, we'll see you next time. Jared, thank you for the prayers for Roscoe there. Green Machine says it's good for everybody that even the best struggle someday. Yeah, I don't know who the best is. It ain't me. But we got a lot of people from Clarksville here today. Y'all probably out there at the military base. It was always that was one of the busier ERs. It was poorly managed, but very busy ER out there. Great co-workers though. I've worked at a lot of ERs, and you know, typically it's your ER everywhere sucks. I mean, no matter where you go, anywhere in the country, the job sucks. But it's your co-workers that make you or break you as far as you having a good experience. And a lot of places you go, and Clarksville was one of them, the teamwork aspect was amazing. Really good people, really good teamwork. Everybody always pitched in, helped everybody. Really good environment. Sucked being in the ER, but really good co-workers. All right, guys, it's after 11 o'clock. What do you say we wrap this up? That sun up there, it's coming up. It's burnt through the fog. It's getting hot. If we wasn't catching them early, we probably ain't going to catch them at this air. And I got a pretty good ways to get back to the car. I felt like the rod got hit. Well, maybe we'll stay here for a couple more minutes here. We had this sunfish getting lively over here on this side. See what happens here. Maybe we'll get us another dink or something. Yeah, y'all, I'll stunk it up out here today. For those of you that tuned in to see some fish being caught, I apologize. I don't think I could have done any worse today if I'd tried. This spot, I mean, it was on fire yesterday morning, and then when I went live yesterday, they shut off, and I thought I'll come back out here today. I knew I had enough cell phone service, and we'll just take advantage of the morning bite. And the morning bite out here today just didn't happen. It just wasn't happening today. That's life though, people. That's life. We got another one here. Bumblebee Junction, $5. Thank you, sir. He says, hope you will check out our channel for your homesteading, gardening, canning, cooking, self-reliance needs. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, y'all go check out Bumblebee there. He's got a YouTube channel, a fairly good size one too, and puts out a lot of stuff about gardening and homesteading. I know a lot of people watch my videos, really enjoyed the garden updates I did earlier back in the spring and stuff, and so check him out there. Good resource, good information on his channel. All right, guys, well, James Cardwell, he says, tell Mom we appreciate her taking care of Roscoe so you can entertain us. Yeah, my mom and my dad both are awesome. They've been a big help to me. Mom's there today trying to get the dog to eat and get his medicine and all that, and allowing me to come out here, and then I'll take over at noon. And then when the girlfriend, well, I won't have to go out and get no bait this evening because we got a whole cooler full here now, but like she's been watching him in the evening and stuff for me to go out and get some bait. So I got a good team around me helping me out there with the dog. I wouldn't be able to do this like I am without them. So that's a good positive message there to end it. We've had some negativity today at times from me due to all the technical difficulties, the line tangles, etc., etc. We'll do better in the next one. We can't do any worse fishing-wise in the next one. So thank you to everybody who's tuned in. We've had 500-600 people all morning long. We got over $1,100 in super chats. Y'all are so amazing. Here comes another one. Let me get them before I head out here. John Boat Morava says, have a great rest of your day, Justin. We truly appreciate all the hard work you do. Well, thank you for that super chat there. Thank you so much to you. Thank you so much to everybody. And we'll see you again soon. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll have regularly scheduled videos that I've already edited. There'll actually be some fish caught on those. And then sometime next week, I've got Mondays and Tuesdays video already filmed for next week, but we may push those back if I go live again either Monday or Tuesday. So, but anyway, regularly scheduled videos the rest of the week, and we'll go live again at some point next week. So anyway, thank you all so much. I'll see you then.